Hello, everybody. Welcome to the show. Mike, T-Roy's here. What up, T?
Hey, buddy, how you doing, man?
I'm doing okay.
Good.
Look who's joined us.
This real sexy Jesus.
Yeah.
He's taking the title back.
Back in the house. Welcome back, Jesus.
Good to be back, thank God.
Yeah, it's been a traumatic few weeks for you.
It has. Terrible.
Yeah. You want to tell people? Well, you had the shoulder injury.
I had the shoulder injury, and so
your mom was driving you over here.
Yeah.
And then going back to the manor, and then coming back and picking you up.
Right.
Twice a week because you couldn't drive, or you wouldn't drive. You were a pussy.
Whatever. People can say whatever they want. I
Troy
wasn't
and I
gonna drive.
both agreed you could have been driving.
Okay.
Oh, no doubt.
Easily.
Not worried about that.
I used to drive with a cast on my right foot.
Great for you. How old were you, by the way?
16,
Yeah.
17.
Do you think how much you would have healed up at that point? Where that would have gone?
I
What do you think I would have done with no insurance?
I'm just saying,
and-
with one arm.
Yeah.
And,
Oh, I could do it.
You're not
100%.
even wearing a sling anymore.
No, 100% I could have driven. I know. I don't even drive
Yeah.
with my right arm. But I'm not going to risk fucking... Dude, it's just like drunk driving. The reality is some guy could literally... I could be at a stoplight and some guy could rear end me. And now I'm fucking getting surgery. So I just wanted to wait till surgery was full on kind of off
So
the
if
table.
somebody hits you in a car, you're worried that your shoulder's already kind of hurt, then you're going to get surgery for something else anyway if you get hit by a car.
I've gotten hit by a car and not had surgery before.
yeah, you'd probably get hit by a car and your shoulder wouldn't require surgery. But
Whatever,
never mind.
either
It doesn't
way.
matter.
Anywho.
Either way, your mom was driving you and then she had
Yeah.
a spill in a parking lot
God.
and required actual surgery.
Yes.
Poor woman.
Right.
Blew out her ankle.
Right. Which led to me not having any ability to get out of the house.
Why couldn't
for a
your
week
old
and a
man
half.
drive you over?
If you think I am worried about what's going to happen, my mom is more worried. I always say this.
boy.
If you think I overthink, if you think I worry about things I say, names I share, my mom is more worried about that stuff. So that wasn't really an option. It was rough, man, for me anyway. I know
Yeah.
there's worse things in life. I mean, luckily I still had my Hulu and my Netflix, but like I didn't leave the neighborhood for a week and a half.
Yeah, that
like
sucks.
it was not fun.
Your mom's been fun to be with, though, right? I mean, that's,
Yeah.
yeah.
Hi, Miss Fady.
Definitely.
Hi, Mrs. Fady. I'm sure she's listening. She's got nothing better to do.
Gotta be.
Yeah.
Laid up.
It sucks. I mean, for her to actually have surgery, and she'd already hurt that ankle once a long time ago. So it sucks. And obviously, when you're older, no offense to her, I don't know if she is older than me.
She is, yeah, that's fair.
So that's harder to recover from.
Yeah.
Still
obviously.
an ankle, not a cankle. Just still
I'm not
keeping
going
it
to
together.
comment on that.
Oh, boy. Does she have a cankle? Is she cankle bound already?
I mean, I would assume yes.
Yeah. Okay.
I would
That's
assume
fair.
yes.
All right.
That's
You
fair.
know,
See how she comes out of this thing.
67-year-old lady. I mean, I would assume
Yeah,
that's
my
what-
mom doesn't have cankles. I don't think
Yeah.
yours
My
does.
mom doesn't have
Your
cankles.
mom still... That gets in a whole other thing.
Okay. All
That
right.
gets in a
Fair
whole
enough.
other
How was
aspect.
everybody's Father's Day? There's only one father in the room.
Mine was
Thank
good.
God.
Yep.
Right.
You know, I think it's good that only one of the
That's
three
fair.
of us is a father.
Yeah.
Definitely
I
agreed.
get to share it with my daughter's birthday, so
Yeah.
it's good and bad.
Some of the
Good and
attention
bad.
is taken from you, Troy. Is that
Right?
right?
Is that
I
what
get
you
one-
mean by bad?
I get
The
one
ba-
fucking day.
Yeah.
Sort of. Nobody
Right.
really cares
Nobody
about
gives
Father's
a shit about
Day
Father's Day
anyways.
as it was, exactly.
It's just an obligation. It's like, well, we gave him Mother's Day. I guess we have to throw in Father's Day.
So if Father's
But nobody
Day
really cares.
is on your child's birthday, can't your present to her be that she doesn't have to give you a present?
Yeah, I don't want anything from my
I'm
kids anymore.
I'm kidding. I'm
Yeah.
just
I always tell them, don't give me shit.
yeah.
They don't have to listen.
Do you
Right,
mean it?
But
Do you
yeah, I
mean that?
do because I don't want them to spend money on me. It's stupid.
Yeah.
I was telling them, if you're gonna give me something, make me something, do something, whatever.
Yeah.
Don't go buy me some irrelevant bullshit.
Yeah.
Well, do
It's
what
just
do
not
what
the
you
point.
do, like just what I did. Like for my dad, tickets to Billy Joel again. Like that's what you said you like to do.
Yeah.
Like more like versus just some fucking
Yeah.
shirt or
Right.
some bullshit.
No,
that-
exactly. But I don't want them.
Shirts
to,
are good.
Shirts can be good. This is
Yeah.
this is a Father's Day present from Bogey.
Oh, okay. I'd
Yep.
rather be F.
Blank
Blank, blank,
ing.
ing.
Yeah,
From who?
Bogey.
Who is that? Someone else? I don't know.
It's my dog.
Oh, okay. Oh, your dog gave you. Okay, gotcha.
See how that works?
No, I was thinking of another. Like Jay gave you that.
What?
Jay gave you that. His father. Like that sounded kind of like it. You know, whatever.
Okay.
I don't know what that means.
Bogey.
Bogey.
Yeah.
Oh,
it
you
sounds
thought
like.
Bugs?
Yeah.
Oh, I
no.
got you.
It kind of
Bogey.
sounds like that.
No, not really. It's his dog.
But I've never heard him say. Whatever. Doesn't matter.
That's okay.
Okay. I didn't know where you were going. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I am not Jay's father.
Okay.
That's
I am
thank
his
God.
daddy, but
I,
I'm not
I
his
baked a
father.
cake for my daddy.
Yeah, two of them.
My date. I made two of them because we got family in town.
Yeah.
I don't know what.
The infamous angel cake.
Yes, angel
Oh,
food
yeah.
cake. Made 2 of them. Was delicious.
Sure.
Took that over there and
What a racket you have in a lot of ways.
Why?
Because he likes it, but there's no surprise. That's the thing. Every
well,
year.
he expects it every year. It's great.
Yeah.
But like, it's just. I mean, but it's a good racket because you don't have to do anything. I mean, you
No,
have to
I
make
did
it.
other stuff.
Okay,
I did other stuff, but I
Okay.
included the cakes.
gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think Marshall got G anything.
No.
Wow.
At that age, I mean, maybe a card or something.
Not a
Nothing?
fake, not a dumb hand
Mom
turkey
didn't
or
step
something.
up and take care of something there?
Maybe. I don't know. His birthday was like a week ago, too.
Yeah.
On the 17th, whatever today is.
Yeah,
Today,
just a
a
couple
couple
days
days ago. And he truly doesn't want anything. He's the guy that can get himself whatever he wants. So he
that's
doesn't
the point.
really.
I
I
know.
know.
I'm about Marshall. I'm like,
No, no,
Marshall
no.
doesn't want anything.
No. Marshall, God, he told me a story about Marshall. I'm like, oh, man, I want to talk about that, but I don't know if I should. So here we
CPS,
go.
Knocking on the door.
No one knows who Marshall is.
So he's a little boy, and he's just in school now. He's in like kindergarten or first grade, whatever it is.
Yeah.
And he ran into an incident where he had to take a shit at school, and he goes to the bathroom and someone's in the stall.
Yeah, I've been there.
One holer? That's it?
I guess.
The
Bunch
hell?
of urinals
I'm
in
interested to
one
see
hole.
how he resolved this issue.
Well, he decided to do what you do, Ian, just shit his pants.
I'm with him.
I mean, was this a conscious choice or a timing issue?
I think it was
or-
a timing issue. Like
like-
G had to
like-
sit him down and to explain, like, you know,
Yeah.
But sometimes it comes out faster than you wanted it
Not
to.
when you're that
sure.
age.
Or that's what I'm saying. I wonder if he was like, oh, man, I can't go in there. All right.
yeah.
And made it grumpy. Or if he was like, I got.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
So what do you do then? You're in school. You
Well,
shit yourself.
Yeah, but he's a kid. He's new to school. He doesn't
Yeah.
understand the protocols.
I mean, what do you do? Go to the principal's office? Go to...
I mean, clearly you get rid of the dirty underwear
Yeah,
first and
right,
foremost.
obviously.
You take care of what you got to do. Try and flush them down. Clog the toilet like
Yeah.
a real man.
Yeah.
And
Like,
I mean,
yeah.
I would recommend calling in a bomb threat, anything to shut the
anything.
school
Fire alarm.
down.
That's right there, even for those kids, right at
Yeah.
that high
You know what he
level.
did?
What did he do?
He took a full shit in his pants and then went back to class and sat there for the next 3 hours.
Sitting on it too.
Yeah.
Sitting on it.
That's rough.
Just spreading it around
Yeah.
like Nutella on toast.
See, I would say, unfortunately, that's where you could end up with a nickname.
Oh, yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, for
Like-
life.
like,
So he apparently, this is the first time like ever, schedules aligned and G and Amanda were both picking him up like together. Like, oh, let's
Oh,
go
yeah.
get big boy from school.
All right.
And he hops in the car and G and Amanda look at each other and they're like,
What the?
what the fuck is that?
Yeah, you can't hide that. And then nobody. It was never pointed out. It was never addressed.
And G's like, did anyone in class say anything? The teacher, students? No one said anything.
Wow.
So they all just said, he goes, dude, it's a smell unlike any you've ever smelled. It was, and after 3 hours, most of it had dried and caked on.
Yeah. Oh,
And so
gosh.
he's like, I get this fucking kid home, and you got to put him in the bathtub because he's got cement glued to his balls.
Scraping
He's got
it off like old paint.
like with a fucking butter knife on his ball bag and his back.
by the way, am I remembering correct? that
Unfortunately,
was
this
a-
is pre-hair.
This
was
is
it-
pre-hair.
So
yes,
that's a fortunate
yes.
thing for him.
Was this the child that had big balls or something? Didn't you have a step? Didn't you have a step?
Did Marshall have big balls? He might have.
I swear to God, on this show, you said that and I thought it was that because I remember you saying because you were gonna
Could've
like
been.
in this situation where you didn't want to look at it or something.
I'd have
or-
to go back and look at
I know it sounds like what I've.
Go check his bag and
check his
see.
bag. Yeah, that was the one with giant bag.
Yeah, it's pretty good size.
By the way, I don't remember. I swear to God, I would tell you more if I remembered much about this, and I have not thought about this in a very long time.
Who is it?
My physical therapist calling me.
Do you want to take it
you wanna take
live?
that?
No, take it live.
Sure.
Sure. Shit, I'm gonna have to give it a second.
Answer it.
Just put on speaker.
Here.
Here, hello,
First class all the way.
Yeah.
hello.
Here, Ian. Give it to me.
Why isn't it? I couldn't hear anything. I had it on speaker. Maybe I didn't have the. I probably have the volume down.
Twat? I can't hear
I
you.
might have the volume down.
Set two. Set two.
Shit.
Hello?
Oh,
Oh, boy.
No,
Oh, did you
never
not
mind.
pay your bill? Is that what's going
haven't
on
even
here?
gone yet.
Is this a collection call?
I haven't even gone yet. Whatever. I don't know what that is. It says physical therapist West Bloomfield though. That's 100% where I'm
So
going.
I heard something in the background there that was like,
Yeah.
Yeah, there was someone telling you fuck something.
Yeah. Anyway, I swear to God, I wish I knew more. I promise you I would tell you more. And I haven't thought about this until literally you told that story.
Okay.
But I do know that I had a situation in kindergarten, maybe first grade, but I
Yeah.
think it was kindergarten.
Maybe 7th grade.
No, but where I tried to go to the number one though, and I didn't make it, and I just pissed my pants in school.
Oh boy.
Were you able to stop it halfway through? At least.
I think I was sitting outside the door. I swear to God, I don't remember that much about it because I haven't
You really blocked that shit out.
really
Yeah,
blocked
yeah,
it out.
yeah, you put that away
I think
in the
I was
deep
sitting
part of the
outside
brain.
a door and like someone was in there and I didn't know what to do, so I just pissed my pants standing.
Sure.
And I think it was. I don't think it was first grade. I think it was kindergarten, but I don't
Yeah.
remember exactly.
See, the kids don't have the wherewithal to. If you're gonna piss, you may as well at least thread it out and fucking piss on the floor.
Yeah.
Then let
The
it
sink.
piss
You could
right
get
in
away
your
with it.
pants.
What are you
Garbage
gonna do
can.
about it?
You know, like I'm gonna piss. I'm gonna piss my pants. Or I'm gonna piss on the floor.
Yeah.
Either way, the piss is gonna be on the floor, and I got pissy pants to boot.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I wish I
Did
remembered.
anyone
more.
say
then you get a
anything?
decent
I don't
exposure
remember
charge.
any. Dude,
In kindergarten.
I swear I haven't thought about this in so long. I don't remember anything else about it other than
I
it
can see
happened.
why.
Yeah. So,
But I know it happened.
It
I
didn't
did-
stick with you. I don't remember ever pissing my pants in school. I don't think I did. I cried in first grade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Over
remember
what?
that. Like for a week straight going in because I wasn't supposed to be in
Oh,
first grade. We had moved
you mean
here.
like on the they're dropping you off and
Yeah.
I think that's normal.
I didn't
Not
handle it
normal,
well.
but it happens.
Yeah. Sure.
I skipped kindergarten. I never went to kindergarten or
Yeah.
preschool, and so I knew that I was supposed to be in kindergarten, and they threw me in with all these older kids, and
Yeah.
it sucked. So.
Oh, like they skipped it. Like they
yeah, because we'd moved from Texas to
Gotcha,
Michigan, and
gotcha.
so it was a whole thing.
What do you mean older kids? You're older than I am.
Yeah, I
We're
know.
in the same grade.
Yeah, I don't remember how this all played out, but at the time it was something was wrong. Like we moved here like mid school, and so when I was supposed to go to kindergarten, I didn't. They made me go to. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't
All right.
remember. But I had a problem, and I cried, and Fred had to bring me to class. Like this big burly like.
Yeah.
He would do like the lunch duties, the suspenders. I think he recently passed away actually.
Really?
But he would drag my ass into class, and yeah,
Quit crying, bitch.
Yeah.
Go to school.
yeah. Different times back then.
For sure.
Different times back then. But anyway, it's good to have you back, Isis.
Great to
good
be
to
back.
see you. Yeah. I imagine it's good to get out of the house.
Very good.
Have you guys paid attention at all to the January 6th committee? Is that thing still going on?
What is that involving again? Like, what is it about?
It's a bipartisan,
Completely.
completely bipartisan.
Interesting.
Not never Trumpers at all.
Right.
It's really to get to the bottom.
Yeah.
The bottom of
the root causes.
Yeah.
Of January 6th. You know, the
worst
coup
day.
attempt, the
In
worst
American
day,
history of all time.
Since
the Civil War.
they went, I love that they just skipped right by 9/11.
Yeah.
Right by 9/11.
They started with 9/11 and D-Day, and then they went back
Just
all the way
keep
to
going.
Civil War.
Just
It's
keep
the worst
going.
day ever. Yeah.
Right. I'm gonna be not gonna lie to you, Mike. I haven't been watching a lot of it.
No,
Still-
I
still
haven't
on?
either. I think it is. I think they've got another thing coming up where they're gonna. They're really bringing.
Oh, here comes the bombshell.
Yeah, the bombshells are coming about Trump and how he coordinated everything. Adam Schiff said that.
I think they went for a couple of
So-
days and they realized that
No one gave a shit.
Nobody gave a shit. So they're like, all right, hold on. We're going to put this on pause. We're going to
Let's
take a little
regroup.
hiatus. We're going to come back in a week or two and we're going to blow your fucking mind.
You're not gonna believe
to believe.
Hit
what
the
we-
writer's room.
Yeah.
Get back.
I don't know why we didn't lead with this,
Yeah.
with our primetime special that we've got going on,
So,
the mini series.
right.
So that really-
you would think during the 8 o'clock Thursday night prime
You might
time
want to
special,
lead.
you'd come in hot, right? Right out of the gate, you'd come in with just explosion. It's kind of like when the Iraq War started. What did they call
Shock
that?
and awe.
Shock and awe.
Yeah,
You
baby.
come in hot, make your presence felt,
Yeah.
let everybody know that this is to be taken seriously.
Yeah.
Instead, you just basically went to YouTube and pulled a bunch of videos like, don't forget this day.
Right.
Remember this guy with horns on his head? and face paint?"
Never seen before video.
Yeah.
Like,
Ooh.
okay, there's 4 million of them. No, we didn't see them all yet.
Yeah.
Here's a
There's
new one.
4 million hours of video. You're right. We have not seen them all, but
'Cause
look
you
at this guy
just
walking in
released it.
spark a doobie. Ooh. Boy, if that's not a coup attempt, I don't know what is.
And by the way, I don't
You know,
watch,
democracy almost died that day, right?
Oh, I'm surprised it survived.
I didn't watch any of it, as it's obviously based on what I've said. But like, I really can't fathom that they turned it into prime, like it was a debate, like when you're talking
Yeah.
about a presidential. Like,
Oh, except there was no
2-4 and-
debate.
Right,
That's the
right,
problem.
right.
That's
They
the
were just
irony.
missing the debate part of the debate.
Right,
Yeah.
but like
Yeah.
2, 4, and
It's a
7
rebate.
literally had national
11 networks
That's
had
crazy,
national
dude.
coverage.
That's so wild.
Yeah.
And
And
it's
they
like-
were
it's just
pissed that
because-
Fox News didn't. Fox Business did.
Yeah.
Fox News was just like, give me a break. It's on 11 networks. You need more.
And it's like
You need more of the country to buy into this nonsense.
it's just because you guys know what it really happened. Never mind. It's just fucking wild.
It's wild, but I understand people have chosen sides and all that, but I don't know how people can't look at things and go, yeah, okay, maybe we blew that a little out of proportion.
Perhaps.
And it'd be one thing if like everybody on the right was cheering this on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I don't know anybody that cheered it on.
That is the key to it.
Everybody was like, no, this is awful.
Yeah.
This is awful on every level.
Right.
So
That's the key to your point, though, dude. For real, is that like people on the right? I don't know anybody that doesn't think anyone that actually broke in shouldn't get, trespassing
punished,
charges.
yep.
And I always will remember this when I was watching it live. I watched it live, and for some reason I was on a TV at the Kennedys. And I couldn't find another channel, so I was on MSNBC, and I forget who this bitch was on there, but like she was on there interviewing a Republican senator or whatever, right? Some guy. And she's like, will you denounce this? Will you denounce this? And he's like, yeah. He goes, this is terrible. He's like, I've literally called President Trump twice already. I want him to say something. I think anyone that's going in here should be arrested. She goes, but will you denounce? She just kept saying, will you?
Yeah,
And he's
yeah.
literally saying,
Yeah, I fucking did.
Yeah. He's like, I am ashamed of this. I do not agree with what's going on right now.
But
I
do
am
you denounce
And she
it?
just kept
Do you denounce
yelling at him. And he's like I said, he said he called the president. He's like, I have left messages with the president at this point saying we need to say, let's go. This is done.
Yeah.
And she just kept yelling at him. And it's like,
Could you imagine if he just fired off a tweet like "stand down" and they all were just like, "Doop doop doop."
well,
That-
I guess we can go home now.
that
We
would be
did
Turn
his
around,
work.
walk out.
That'd be damning.
I know.
That would be damning.
Do you know there are people that have been in prison in solitary for a year and a half over that?
Yes.
On like trespassing charges?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like that's the part that's so like we all agree it's awful. And if you want to send the message to try and deter this sort of behavior, which we have said all along, whether it's from Black Lives Matter riots, at least send a message and throw some of these people in jail.
Yep.
So they don't know it's just a free for all out there. These people, you want to throw them in jail for a month, teach them a lesson.
Yeah, right.
Fine. You find someone with a weapon, obviously throw the book in them, make it a felony. However you do it, that's fine.
Yep.
But having these people thrown in jail for a year and a half, they're talking about years before their date comes up.
Do they,
Some of these people are spending 23 hours a day in solitary.
What happened to a
for
speedy
walking
trial?
into the Capitol.
Yeah. Not for you guys.
Not for
Fuck
them.
off. Lucky they're not in Guantanamo.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
Guantanamo. Exactly. Easy
Yeah.
for you to say. Yeah,
Did they
no.
get Colbert's staff in yet? Are they all locked up?
Dude, that's hilarious. Tucker is saying that. Well, this is clear insurrection. Are they going to do a year and a half in solitary? But by the precedent set, why not?
Exactly.
Why not? I mean, if you're being honest about it, if that's the rule now,
That's the standard,
and anybody
apparently.
trespasses in a federal building,
Yeah.
and
Remember the FBI billboards they had up?
Yes.
Have you seen these people?
Have you seen these
We're
people?
looking for these people, like screenshots from people's videos.
Part of me goes, oh, I don't care what happens to the people. You charge the Capitol in that manner, attack police, run over barricades. That's not the way civilized adults behave.
No.
And if they want to throw the book at them, I don't really have a problem with it.
Absolutely right.
But it's just the double standard, I think, that is so
Yeah.
frustrating
Of
and
course.
annoying. And you think about it, like these people had a gripe. Whether you like the way it went down or
Yep.
how they got charged up or
Yep.
who was involved, that's all debatable.
Yep.
But to act like this is some bipartisan, just looking at the truth and holding people accountable, that's nonsense.
Yeah.
And anybody with two eyes that's being fair about it can see that. And the fact is, there are families behind these people.
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Those
This-
guys are associated with racists and bigots and democracy killers. So
This one woman says, there's not one day that goes by that my kids do not say they miss their father. Bonnie Nichols, mother of two boys, said, they don't know when dad is going to come home. We talk about when daddy comes home, we're going to go do this, and daddy's going to play with you, and he's going to do all these things to give them hope and help them visualize what it's going to look like in this. But my children are suffering immensely. They do not have a father figure. We've lost our breadwinner in our home, and we're being forced to go through this immense amount of torture that no American citizen in this country should ever have to deal with. It is torture. It is unjust. It is constitutional. Her husband's 31.
Yeah.
Ryan
Sounds like
Nichols.
it's what's going on in the inner cities for a long time.
What's that?
Sounds like what's been going on in the inner cities for a long
Yeah,
time.
sure does.
So
yeah.
I would say no
Well,
American.
actually, also, I thought when you were humming at that, I thought you were saying when it's like, oh, no American should ever deal with this. Like, I don't know, maybe a multiple rapist. I mean, there are some people.
Yeah, exactly right.
I feel
Some people
like
probably definitely deserve to,
I just
maybe
don't like-
not have a dad for a bit. Yeah.
Yeah. A year and a half solitary?
No, these people are ridiculous.
Yeah,
I'm just saying.
it's just,
Let the
yeah.
punishment fit the crime.
Yes, I think that's what we would all, and I would say that about anybody.
Exactly.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
course.
you and I used to argue with Jay constantly about, feed them maggots, who cares? It's like, no, dude, that's not part of their punishment.
Well, not only that, but
if that was on the table and you knew you murder someone, we're feeding you fucking potatoes with maggots in them. Like, and it's like, well, you broke the law, the rule's the rule.
Yeah, you knew the rules. You broke them.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, he's going to get raped in prison. He'll get his comeuppance. It's like,
he's getting his.
He wasn't
That's-
sentenced to being raped and fucking fed maggots. That's bullshit.
Well, plus, and not to go down that path, plus, if you're really looking at a way to actually rehabilitate people and what's best for society,
Yeah.
you would stop that shit.
Yeah.
So when he's sitting there saying, well, that's sort of the deal, okay, that's great, but it's not good for society overall.
You're turning
That's-
people into bigger monsters.
Right.
Absolutely.
And what is a year and a half in solitary do to the mind? I mean, that is torture.
They say it's the worst ever. One of the worst things a human being can deal with is that.
I thought they've outlawed solitary in a lot of prisons because they're finding that people are going out of their fucking minds. Crazy. And what does that do to a guy who's 31 with a couple kids and a wife at home? Eventually, he's going to get out.
Yeah.
Eventually, Adam Schiff is going to, find his way to let people out or fucking call off the fucking, the absolute attack. I mean, it's just unbelievable. Nicole, Ms. Nichols' husband, Ryan Nichols, was arrested and charged with obstruction of an official proceeding. Okay, so that was the count.
Yeah, the confirmation hearing.
Confirmation hearing, yep. Assaulting, resisting, or impeding certain officers using a dangerous weapon. I don't know what that could be because no one had a gun there, so it could have just been the fence. Fencing would count.
Right, sure.
I don't know what he used.
That could be the one that had the... Oh, that was a different protest where the guy had the flag and they ripped the flag off and then there was like, he's got a weapon.
He's got a weapon. He's got a spear. A man was seen with a spear. After you rip the flag off it,
He used to be a flag holder, but now apparently it's a weapon.
Impeding certain officers using a dangerous weapon, theft of government property. That could be stealing a mug off Nancy Pelosi's desk.
A little memento.
Nichols' attorney has argued he was swept up in the riot, but prosecutors said Nichols thought the 2020 election results were illegitimate. Newsflash, a lot of people thought that. Whether they were or not, we'll never know, because it was the freest and fairest election in the history of elections.
Just ask them, they'll tell you.
Yeah, they'll tell you that. We know that for sure.
Free and fair.
Yeah, we don't even need to look at it. No. We know. We know for certain it was the freest and fairest election, so we'll just go with that.
Yep.
Let's see. Prosecutor said he sought to prevent the certification of the election through any means necessary.
Okay.
So he brought no weapon to any means necessary. So, okay.
Any means necessary that I can do by hand.
Yeah. Whatever I can fit. Water balloons.
Ready?
Oh, he won at rock paper scissors. He moves on to the next round.
Gone.
So prosecutors say he presents a clear and concrete and continuing danger to the community.
Oh, I'm sure.
Okay?
Yeah.
He's been denied access to worship.
Oh, I didn't think they could do that.
Wait, can't he just worship during his 23 hours alone in solitary?
But I didn't think you could do that. I thought that the whole...
Oh, all bets are off when it comes to the January 6th committee.
Yeah, holy
No.
shit.
This is a new level. This is a coup.
Yeah,
Okay, let's
right.
be honest. This was a coup. What?
By the way, I am curious. When they refer to it, I just thought about this, but when they refer to it as like the worst day since the Civil War, what do they refer to? The amount of people, like the Civil War?
Certainly wasn't like killed.
No.
Like,
Certainly wasn't a death count.
Are they?
How the fucking...
Well, they held up.
they're
They held up.
Holding Texas was worse than that.
They held up certifying the election by 2-3 hours, I think.
At least.
Well, no,
Yeah.
you know
So
what?
it was.
Whew.
Well, we almost lost the country.
Well, what I always get at
Let's
that,
be fair.
What I always think about that when they say it was worse than the Civil War, I'm assuming they're meaning the South fighting the North to keep slavery. And it's always been a weird thing because Ben, by saying that,
You mean the Republicans fighting the Democrats to end slavery?
Oh, well, yeah, right. right, by the way, right. But, right, that too.
Oh,
but,
no, they flipped teams. I
But
forgot.
by
They flipped.
admitting...
Happy Juneteenth, by the
By
way.
the-
Happy Juneteenth. Nice riot on TV I saw.
Yeah?
15-year-old was killed, I think.
Really?
Yeah. They didn't have permits. God damn it.
yeah.
It's always something, isn't it?
But
Damn
by
Juneteenthers.
admitting that it was bad that the South attacked America, admitting that it was good that America was fighting against slavery, you have to admit that America was good there, and America has never been good.
Right.
So it's a weird
it's a
thing
tough
to
one.
use that as the worst day to me.
Yeah, it's
because
hard.
like it doesn't.
Bit of a stretch, but yeah,
I'm just,
I got you.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I would dig pretty deep for
No,
that one.
I do, but I think it is still apt,
Yeah.
in my opinion.
So his wife goes on to say he hasn't seen sunlight in months. He doesn't have a proper healthy diet. Well,
The one
you're
hour
not
a
gonna
day.
you can't bitch about.
You
the
don't
diet,
get 1 hour a day outside even? It's not yard
I think
time?
he gets one. He's 23 hours
said he
in
has-
solitary
yeah.
confinement.
Said he hadn't had any sunlight.
Yeah, but maybe he gets his 1 hour at midnight.
It's possible.
You know what I mean? They're kicking
All right,
him in
2
the
in the
balls.
morning. Get up,
They're
asshole.
like, oh,
yard
yeah.
time.
They're telling him, wake up, dickhead. It's a beautiful afternoon. It's 2 p.m. The sun's shining
Just
bright. Let's go
mind
out there. And then they're
fuck.
like,
Well, dude, he's
fuck
a
you,
threat.
dude. It's 2 a.m.
He's a threat to democracy, so you can't have him even out in the yard in regular daytime
Yeah.
because he
No.
might switch other people
Can't
over
have
to
him corrupting
anti
the minds.
Right. So you
Yeah.
need him out there by himself.
Can you imagine if he went out into the Gen Pop and said, the election was stolen? The election was stolen.
You'd have a riot.
Imagine?
You'd have a
Look at
riot.
this shit. We didn't vote anyway.
Yeah. They won't even let us vote, asshole. So, yeah, they'd have another coup on their hands. You know,
That's
so,
why. That makes sense. I agree with
Gotta
that.
keep him
Yeah.
away.
Grassroots, he could upheave the
Absolutely.
whole the parochial system.
I didn't know this was a side effect of confinement. One of the major side effects and prolonged side effects is vision loss.
Yeah.
Really?
I think probably because you're just seeing dark the whole time.
Even if it's
Well-
not dark, it's just there's no interaction. Your
Yeah.
eyes just go
Yeah.
stagnant. It's looking still the whole time.
Yeah. Okay. I guess that makes sense.
You know, like your screen that you have to have that little thing bouncing around because it just
Yeah, yeah,
burns
yeah.
into your screen.
Yeah.
It's like that for your eyes, perhaps.
Worst of all, he's been denied access to see his children due to COVID. Of course.
Why don't they just say it's because of democracy and
Mm-hmm.
and make it harsher? Like he might, tell them things or something. Like
Yeah.
COVID. Like COVID.
Are all like prison visits canceled these days?
No, just probably January 6th.
They can't do Zoom?
Insurrectionists and coup attempters.
They couldn't do a Zoom call?
No, they can't do a Zoom
For
call
COVID?
because of COVID. I have 2 young boys, aged 5 and 7, and they share with me every night that they are concerned that their father is not going to come home. My youngest is 5. He doesn't even remember what his father looks like anymore. Cynthia Hughes, founder of Patriot Freedom
Keep some
Project.
pictures around, Mom. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, right? You didn't take any pictures of I think that's bullshit. She's exaggerating just a little bit. Not that she's not entitled to. Said that Timothy Cusinelli has also been held in D.C. treatment facility since February 3rd, 21.
Christ, dude.
That's a
Timothy is a 12-year Army veteran, reserve veteran, who lost his housing and his job, was thrown out of the Army last year after he was arrested. He's been denied all religious services. He's been denied all grooming services. He's been denied all access to me seeing him. I have not been able to even so much as have a video visit with him. I get to talk to him once a day. He had a trial 2 weeks ago. I saw him at trial. He doesn't look healthy. He doesn't look well. Here's the thing. So, in this prison, if you haven't been vaccinated, they won't give you grooming services like haircuts or shavers. So these guys all look like the fucking Unabomber. They've been trapped for a year and a half in solitary and can't shave or get a haircut.
That's amazing.
So they come out to their fucking place and they look like Tom Hanks
Right.
with Wilson. They might as well have a volleyball under their arm.
Oh my God.
Yes,
For
because
COVID.
COVID. Yeah. Wouldn't want someone in a mask with scissors getting near these people. They might get infected and drop dead on the spot. Holy shit. Although in the defense of people that want to keep a guy like Cusinelli in jail, former coworkers say he harbored white supremacist views, recalling statements such as Hitler should have finished the job.
Oh, well. Yeah, that's not a good look.
Not saying he's not an asshole, not saying he's not a piece of shit.
But let the punishment fit.
Punishment fit the crime. Let's be real
it.
here.
Let's be real.
be real. I know a lot of my lefty friends hope these people drop fucking dead where they stand, but come on.
Yeah.
I don't want Black Lives Matter terrorists to drop dead where they stand.
Nope.
And I don't want them to get exorbitant fucking penalties for their crimes.
Nope.
The handful you catch, if you want to
Some penalty
prosecute.
might be
But again,
okay.
to me,
Some penny, yeah, exactly. But I don't want them thrown in prison and lock them away and forget about
Yeah.
them, deny them all services, and no, that's bullshit.
They didn't attack democracy.
That's
again,
true.
though, I'll tell you, I know you're right. Maybe my Civil War thing's a little bit of a stretch. I get it. But in reality, you're coming from, you say your leftist friends, the people that are pushing these guys so hard, why, if the people believe what they believe, most of these people, I think they should be that we should be doing this. That our government is racist systemically, and we have problems. So it's a weird thing to me that they're saying they're ruining it. But what they're ruining is a thing that we keep being told is terrible, and it's been terrible literally since day one.
Right.
So what is? I don't understand.
You don't believe. You're just giving the argument, the other side's argument.
No, yeah,
You don't believe the country's been terrible.
I do not believe that, but they are telling us that nonstop. But then some people that quote unquote try to do something that would maybe end the democracy that we have, that is all racist,
was going to make
is bad
worse.
because
It's just going to make
it just doesn't make any sense. They should want it to happen.
And you saying my leftist friends, that's like having my
black friends.
Yeah,
that's a good.
No, I reference them quite
analogy.
a bit. I reference them quite a bit, and I know, but I'm talking about the hardcore ones. I'm not talking about just my left-leaning friends.
Yeah.
I have plenty of left-leaning friends who would go, okay, fuck those people, but yeah, this is ridiculous. Then I have hardcore lefty friends that would be like, I hope they just
burn them at the stake.
They don't even understand the irony in their argument. They would hope that a prison guard would go in and shoot them in the face and be like totally fine with that. When you go, oh, would you be happy if that happened to a Black Lives Matter terrorist in jail? If a guard just went and shot him in the face?
That's not the same.
That's not the same. They'd riot for months and years. Yeah, they don't understand the irony in that. And that I would like both sides to be treated with a little bit of respect.
Wouldn't that be
a
nice?
modicum of respect
Just a bit.
For the humans that they are. Understanding that humans are flawed. Humans believe whack shit. They can believe all kinds of dumb stuff and react in dumb ways. And when they do, when they break the law, they should be punished. And sometimes to the full extent of the law. I don't think trespassing and having warped views means a year and a half in solitary.
Perhaps equity.
Yeah.
Might be applicable at this
There's
juncture.
a good word, T.
Huh.
Equity. Can you imagine if we got equity?
What does that really mean?
Yeah, it means different things to different people. So this guy was not. The mom says I wasn't allowed to hug him, embrace him. He was treated like a hardened criminal, like a murderer. The arrest of Robert Morse. He's in his late 20s. They charged him with federal offenses, including assaulting, resisting, impeding certain officers, obstruction of an official proceeding. So anybody that was there that day gets charged with that.
Yeah,
anybody.
Automatic.
Civil disorder. Oh, imagine if they charged the whole country with civil disorder every time there was civil disorder going on. Crazy.
Wrong place, wrong time.
His mother says he's been in prison for more than a year, subjected to terrible conditions. His rations there smelled like cleaning fluid. There are pubic hairs in his food sometimes.
Oof.
That seems intentional.
That's probably
honestly.
Yeah.
Well, if you're in prison and you're getting black curlies,
Yeah.
does it necessarily mean pubes?
I mean,
I mean,
Suggesting someone's not wearing like a hairnet or
it could
something.
come from other places.
it could come from other places
Yes,
than
that's
just
not the only
pubic
black
region.
curly hair. But
Yeah.
I don't.
Tight black curly hair. Where do you see that? I mean, you
I
see
could
it.
cut some pubes off my face right now. I mean, you know what I'm
I
saying?
know
Like,
you could. You're missing the point.
yes.
Right, what am I missing?
Completely. But you know what I'm saying, T. You got it.
I'm sorry.
It was not lost on you.
Over my head.
She's claiming it was pubic hairs. Well, some would say, Ethan, black guy's hair could have been tight pubic hair. Black guy without a hairnet, baby cooking. Black guy, not a hairnet.
Yeah. Well, I did mention a hairnet.
Like an afro can sometimes look like pubes.
Yeah.
Don't you
Whisper, the people don't hear it. Is that the deal?
Exactly.
Okay.
I'm just talking to you.
Okay.
Just the three of us right here. Troy and I are trying to inform you since you didn't seem to understand that there's an exorbitant number of black people in prison, and they have afros that sometimes get compared to pubes. So that if you find pubes in your jail food, it doesn't necessarily mean that someone ripped out curlies.
Well, if you get too
from
loud,
their
that'll-
Okay, we're back. And we're back.
So what happened?
Sorry, technical
Sorry, we just had to
difficulties
square
there.
E away on a
Gotcha,
couple.
yeah.
There was a technicality.
I've been gone
that
a
we
week.
didn't Understand. Yeah. So yeah, there are pubes in his food, and the drinking water was dirty. Absolutely terrible mold in the cells. Roaches lived amongst them. She also claimed that he was the victim of unprovoked extreme assault that had sexual component to it.
You take a baton up the boot, perhaps?
I would think that would be sexual assault, like a
extreme.
rape nature.
Just straight up sex assault?
A sexual component to it might mean guards walked by and dick slapped you across the cheek.
Yeah, you're right. It's
Sexual component. Like if they
He
ram
just flick his bag.
Yeah, he's in the
things like
shower.
that,
They
yeah.
flick his bag.
Right.
This is political theater, the January 6th family member said. This is a political witch hunt, and this is about Donald Trump, and we're all just pawns. We're all the collateral damage in this. If you listen to the committee hearing, the very first thing it aired was Liz Cheney. All she did was go on and on about Donald Trump, Donald Trump, Donald Trump. That's what this is about. It's really time for the American people to wake up and say enough.
Hey, she's bipartisan. She's on the committee.
is.
Yeah, she's on the committee, right?
She is. And I love that Tucker Carlson went on his show last night and was like, so Stephen Colbert's team roaming around the Capitol grounds, one of the federal buildings there.
Yeah.
After being kicked out already, they spent hours there trying to interview people in places they shouldn't be, and then they were arrested, thrown in jail. They were out within like an hour.
Of course. Yeah, we
And
were
he's
really
like-
doing this.
He's like, really? So going into a congressional building where you're not supposed to be and trespassing only gets them an hour, yet these guys are eating maggots and getting dick slapped and all that stuff.
It's all about intent, Michael.
Yeah.
They were just doing it
Ridiculous.
they were on the right side of the
Ridiculous.
world.
Yeah.
Hey, we're excited to announce the original, the first, the OG TD sponsor is back. TDC sponsor is back and ready to make all of your wildest dreams come true. I can't stop saying it. I like it.
I know, right?
The bar and the team at Zott Ford and Holly are back to support the show, and not to mention doing what they're best at, taking care of all of your listeners with the best deals in the D. Paying you more. I still gotta rewrite this.
Yeah, it's written like shit.
I know, because it's like he wrote it, and now
Yeah.
I'm reading it like third person, and it makes it all weird.
Yeah.
Paying you more for your trade-in than anyone in the city, and of course, making buying and leasing simple, fun, fast, and easy. As you may have heard, the only way to get a new ride these days and not have to pay brain damage is to custom order. And our friends at Zott Ford and Holly.
I still don't know what that means.
I know, but I wanted to read it anyway. Our friends are the custom order kings. So if you have a lease ending between now and January or February, yes, I said January or February, believe it or not, now is the time to custom order your lease replacement. So don't hesitate. Call the pros at Zott Ford. Go check out their tiny but mighty inventory and get details at dealsinthed.com.
I went by there yesterday.
Yeah,
Last night, late. They were closed.
of course.
but-
Sunday night.
Yeah. But we needed to drop off the warden's expedition.
Yep.
You know, while they were in town, they were having a little car trouble early in their trip, and so they wanted to just make sure everything's been fixed and is
Yeah.
okay. So we dropped it off with the night key box, and they'll get to it today. But I don't know. I was expecting it to be just bare bones empty. I saw some vehicles there.
Yeah, it's quite a few.
Not like usual where they've got that whole back lot that's just
Yep.
1,000 F-150s.
Would you describe it as tiny but mighty?
I wouldn't even say tiny. It was mighty.
Okay.
It was mighty.
It was ample.
Yeah.
It was
He might say, dude, those are all fucking
shit cars nobody wants.
Yeah, those are all used vehicles. Those aren't our normal mighty lot. But
Either way.
yeah.
Welcome back, Gabara.
Patreon.com/TDC Podcast. Sign up and show your support. Exclusive content you'll love. There's a tier for everyone. I still don't think Ryan's posted that content that me, you, and E did.
Really?
Yeah.
About what? Do you remember?
The email we couldn't read.
But I thought you didn't have it on the stick.
I did. I was able to pull it up through
Yeah.
a different.
It was a whole
Really?
thing.
Okay,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
you got it. Wow.
Ended up saving it.
Yeah, I can't remember if it was the one we did because Troy and I redid the bit
Gotcha.
and reread
really?
it, so I can't remember which one it was. But there's a couple. But Ryan's been really going through some stuff, so we're working on that. But we'll throw some more content in there. It's just kind of crazy. I've got all these family in town. It's been nuts. So bear with us. I promise we have not forgotten about you. But patreon.com/TDC Podcast. Just go there. Amazon link, DetroitCast.com. Click the link. Shop as normal. I know you all are shopping on Amazon. I know it. So please go there. It doesn't charge anymore. MyPillow.com. Use promo code TDC. When you go to checkout, promo code TDC for the best discounts you can get on all the sheets and slippers and pillows. It's all good stuff. Dog beds. The dogs absolutely love their dog beds. Those are great. Walters at DetroitCast.com. Send your emails. Love hearing from you and whatnot. Isis, you weren't here last week, but we got to the end of the week.
Right.
And I told Troy we didn't have a single trans story.
Yeah, I saw that.
You
actually.
did?
I was watching that part.
Yeah. Wasn't that amazing?
It made, I just, I stopped watching after that. I'm like, well, if he's not going to fuck with some trans people, I'm done.
Yeah.
I would recommend not saying that right up the front
Yeah.
because you might lose some people.
You think
they
I
come
lost
here
a lot of
Yeah, I
listeners?
think they heard that and thought, I'm done.
I was going to get one of those, like, there's been no accidents on the work job and
There
this
you
many
go.
day clocks.
There you go.
There hasn't been a
There's been-
trans story
Yeah,
on the show.
It would be at 1 right now, and I could go.
And I don't think this is the
You
smartest.
should get that board, Troy. I like that idea.
I know I'm a.
It needs a dedicated camera, too.
Absolutely.
So everybody can see what you're doing. It has been 0 days.
I would say this. I know I'm a subordinate here. I'm not lower on the totem pole, so I don't want to step out of line or anything.
Oh,
but
Jesus.
I would
Never.
argue that you weren't working hard enough for the people because
Well-
there wasn't a trans story that day. You
Yeah,
couldn't
you believe it?
Look, I don't
did you
seek
go to
these
trans
out.
on
I
that?
swear to God, I don't seek them out. There's just such a fucking abundance. If you looked at the news,
It's becoming the toy.
Right?
Dude.
there's such an
I
abundance.
don't search them out, but when I'm on fuckthetrans.com, they just appear.
No, it's becoming like when we first started doing teacher fucking kids. It was
Yeah.
like, it really was like kind of like once a month maybe. And then you stopped doing them because there was literally like 10 a week.
But teachers' fucking kids don't affect me.
No,
and you
but,
guys.
but I'm just saying in a sense
the
of like
trans
now they're
movement,
just.
I feel like, is on a mission to destroy something, and I don't like it. I don't know what it is. I don't mind trans people at all. They don't want to hear that because of the sentence I said previously.
Of course.
But the drag queen story hour, and we'll get to some of that too. And women playing in or men playing in women's sports,
Right.
I think is dangerous. And like we've said, women, you're gonna have to take it in the tits for a few more years.
Yeah.
I don't know what to tell you.
I think that's going to get nipped in the bud.
Well,
You think so?
didn't it
Yeah,
already
I
kind of
think
come
so.
out?
I
Didn't some organization I thought came out and said they're not going to allow it in swimming?
FINA,
I believe
Was it? Is that it? Is that what you're?
Perhaps.
the world's top international swimming association.
Here we go.
And states are starting to do it. And of
Yeah.
course it's the right
Transphobes.
states.
So
It's
basically, all the-
Texas and Florida.
Yeah,
But-
actually, like half the country is enacting those.
exactly.
But
Because you don't have to-
They're all transphobes.
Let's look out for our girls, shall we? As a
Yeah.
girl dad, #girl dad.
Yeah,
Fuck off.
yeah. So anyway, FINA. I'd never heard of FINA. I couldn't give a shit less about swimming.
Yeah.
But some girls like to swim, and
You would
some of
think
them
if-
are pretty good at it.
I would think that Caitlyn Jenner should be able to just sort of end the conversation.
She did.
Well, didn't end it.
No.
Tried.
Well, she's a conservative. So.
But
Yeah.
still. I mean, if anybody should know, I mean, Caitlyn could probably still beat the women's decathlon or whatever the fuck he
Dude.
ran
Yeah,
at
yeah.
the time.
I saw an interview she gave a little while ago. She's like a 60-some-year-old former male, okay?
Yeah, sure.
Trans woman. She's like, this is such a dumb argument. Like, I could literally go out today and still drive the ball 300 yards on the golf course.
Right.
Do you think I don't have an advantage?
I know.
Really? There's not a woman on earth who's driving the ball 300
Yeah.
yards. It's like, it is what it is.
What is a woman though? Who knows?
Yeah, we don't know.
Someone in his house couldn't answer either. But whatever.
It's a very fluid
He asked the
situation.
warden, what is a woman?
And it did not go. It went the way I thought it would,
Yeah.
based on the nickname.
Sure.
Yeah. Did you get a clear answer?
She came
She
in
said
hot
she-
at first, blaming us. Like, I wouldn't expect 3 men to be able to define what a woman
We were
is.
like,
And I said, "Well,
okay,
can you?
then-
Can you?"
No, we were like, oh, we can absolutely define what a woman is. Can you? And she was like, well,
I would argue I got the same
That
answer.
depends on. I
was like,
here
oh,
we
God.
go.
oh God, here we go. Here comes the warden.
There we
Hot
go.
take.
I learned in about 45 seconds what you had to deal with for about a year and a half.
I didn't have to deal with it. I loved every minute of it.
Of course, of course.
So, she's right upstairs. Jesus Christ.
Sorry.
That's all right. And she'll listen to this before you leave. So
I
she'll,
wasn't whispering.
your tires are already flat.
Saying the
It's fine.
quiet part out loud. No, she'll come down here with a fucking fist ablazing at us. Jesus Christ.
3 cis white males. I mean, come on.
Whisper if you're going to talk shit about the warden.
Sorry.
Don't let people hear.
God, gotcha.
Damn it. Trying to get us fucking killed in
Gonna
here.
have poison in
I
the
gotta
food later.
sleep in this fucking house.
Right.
These locks aren't that strong, E, and she could figure it out. So the top International Swimming Association announced a new policy on gender inclusion on Sunday night that further restricts biological males identifying as females from elite swimming competitions. We have to protect the rights of our athletes to compete. I think they've got a solid answer here.
All right.
Maybe.
Let's hear it.
Yeah, go ahead.
They want to protect competitive fairness at our events, especially the women's category at FINA competitions. I don't even know what FINA stands for.
Female something, something, something.
FINA, F-I-N-A. Is that
Yeah.
what it is?
Female international. Or female. FINA.
I don't know. Moving on.
Female
Fucking
in athletic.
nobody.
Yeah, whatever.
Nobody in attendance.
Yeah.
Let's see. The new policy also seeks to consider an open category for trans athletic competition.
Whoa, we're gonna suggest
Okay.
some differences
Whoa.
here.
Oh, shit.
Now this
Oh,
is
my goodness.
You guys don't like that idea?
I mean, wow.
So you're gonna have a men's division,
Yeah.
a women's division, and then their brainchild is, and then we'll have a trans division so that
Don't they already have the Special Olympics?
You know what it is?
I
What?
mean,
It's the Fédération
International?
Internationale des Nations,
oh yeah, exactly.
okay,
the International Federation of Nations, apparently.
okay.
That's
Sounds
my,
like from
that's
Star
my
Trek or
interpretation
something.
of that. FINA.
I
gotta
love
tell
that you have a third category.
I love this more than I can put words to
Oh,
because
that'll get viewership.
It's still saying people that want to be woke and want to like make
Yeah.
this work. They can't go. Well, obviously not real women. We all know you're not real women,
Right.
And so,
And I can't wait
the
to have
third
it be-
category doesn't work.
But have that third category and have trans males and trans females
right.
Yeah.
competing against each other.
Who's gonna win? I wonder.
Watch 'em just own them.
Yeah,
It'll be good watching.
it
Yeah.
would be fantastic watching.
Yes.
By the way, they aired the Special Olympics last week.
Yeah.
Like for days in a row. I didn't watch any of it.
No.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm
man.
allowed to.
We record it?
Because
I'd watch that.
what do you do if you're watching the Special Olympics and you see some Special Olympic-y type things?
Yeah.
What do you mean by that?
Is it a comedy? Are you allowed to laugh if you see someone just
But-
eat shit trying to
Yes.
hop over a 1 foot fucking hurdle?
Yes.
By
You are?
special
I mean, not if you're. Listen,
Would you describe that as, Mike?
if
Well, I
you're
just
in a-
described it. Someone eating shit trying to hop over a
that
1
could happen
If
in
you're
a
in
regular-
attendance, no. If you're watching from the comfort of your own home, then absolutely. Give me the popcorn.
Yeah. Well, I didn't know. It's like you're showing this. We're not going to see world record times
See the swimming.
with floaties.
A 9-minute,
My
100 meter.
Lord.
4 of the finalists almost drowned, folks. Did you see the? No, I'm just kidding. That's
Like
terrible.
bumper pool. They just keep on.
What?
I just-
You don't find this funny?
No, actually, I do. I'm just that was me just being fucking facetious.
Yeah. Okay.
I was. That was
All right.
laughing.
No, that's fine.
I mean, I'm the one who made the Special Olympics joke about
well,
the
no,
fucking.
I didn't know why we were airing it. I don't remember that airing it. It used to be like family and friends would go
No,
and root on your.
it's been on
your
TV
guy.
for a long time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nationally, like
just
Yeah, like on NBC Sports Channel or something like that, or
On the Ocho.
no,
Yeah.
Throw it on
for
there.
real. It's been on TV for a while, I think.
yeah. Okay.
I mean, I'm not. Look, I'm not.
Look, I purposely didn't want to watch it.
It's one of those
because I
like the old
didn't wanna
Wild World
be-
of Sports things on like a 3:00 on an ABC where
Yeah.
there's 18 other things to watch so you don't see it.
Yeah, like the spelling bee.
It's
Throw that
consolidated
on in the
into like
afternoon.
an hour. It just shows you like the winners.
It looked like a lot of primetime coverage.
Yeah, they get
Like,
rid of all the shit eating.
Well, I mean-
Oh, that's not fair.
Couple of
You
winners.
can't get rid of all the shit eating.
I want 24-hour live coverage. That's what I
Yeah.
want.
If a kid shits his pants
I want to see
in the
it.
in the 100 meter,
Yes.
that's only fair.
They show it in the marathon.
True.
Do they?
I-
Well, there you go.
Well, you see the pictures of it.
Well, yeah, you see pictures of it, I guess. But.
An open category for transgender athletic competition. FINA will always welcome every athlete. The creation of an open category will mean that everybody has the opportunity to compete at an elite level. This has not been done before. Yeah, it hasn't been done before because every time it's suggested, it's pointed out that by doing that, you're saying these aren't real women.
Yep.
That's the problem, FINA. Welcome to the party.
Uh-huh.
This is the discussion.
Yeah.
You just came up to the fucking front of the line, raised your hand, got everyone's attention, and said what everyone else has been saying for fucking 10
Yeah,
years.
but they're doing it at least, and now they're gonna have to. I mean, I wonder
They're
how.
suggesting an open category.
Oh,
Well, yeah.
I
It's like
thought-
that's a
I-
start.
I-
That's a
Lots
start.
of people have suggested that, and it's been roundly
Okay.
beaten down by the trans community.
I
Well-
misread this. I thought they came out and said like, "We're doing it finally. Like, we're just gonna do it."
I think they just
Okay.
kept kicking the can down the road a little bit. Like, oh,
Yeah.
okay, it's not really. And now it's like, oh shit, all right, it's here. The can is now here.
Yeah.
And we're either going to destroy the integrity of our sport that we're
Yeah.
supposed to govern and oversee, or we're going to have to do something, and we're going to have to, hurt a few egos.
The headbutting, like they're playing chicken right now.
Yeah.
Okay. There's a game of chicken being played with groups like FINA, the U.S. Olympic Committee, the NCAA, and trans athletes. Like FINA's like the new policy. Here you go. E. Pay attention.
Okay.
Seeks to consider an open category for trans athletic competition.
Yep.
Everyone cool with that? They're waiting to get shit on.
Yes.
Leah Thomas is coming out and going, my goal is to be in the Olympics. I want to be an Olympic champion.
Yeah,
Sure.
you can.
And it's
be.
like, you're playing chicken. Nobody's going to back down here. So
I hope they let her in.
nobody had, so do
Damn,
I.
whatever.
So do I. Nobody has a problem with her competing against men in the Olympic trials.
Yeah. Well, see, the problem is it's already happened a couple of times, the weightlifter and a
Yeah.
couple other things.
Yeah.
And it hasn't gone the way everybody hoped. Like, they didn't just dominate.
Yeah.
The weightlifter didn't win. I forget what the other one was.
But they
did.
made it though.
They
Still,
made
So you're-
it, and they're there, right?
and-
But like, if they came in like Heather Swanson or whatever. What was it?
Heather Swanson.
It just
Park.
dominated, the division.
But they have done some of that too.
I know at the lower levels. But what I'm saying is that so if those first few that got in would have just fucking owned it,
Yeah.
they'd have been like, all right.
Yeah.
But the problem is they came in and didn't win, and they're like, okay, what's the problem? What's the harm?
Yeah.
By the way, I love
No harm, no foul. Women still won. It wasn't that big of a deal. It was all inclusive. Everybody wins. Like, you don't understand what's coming.
Yeah.
And I love the argument when people people get mad about this when they say like, "Oh, guys that would never care about women's swimming now they have an opinion." No, it's because there's a larger issue that you have an issue with. It has
It's a
nothing
great
to do.
point, E.
It's
Right.
seriously, it's so obnoxious.
Yeah.
It's
It's like some high school track kid identifying his special needs and then going into the special
Why
needs
couldn't he?
Special Olympics and being the ringer.
Why
for
couldn't
instance.
you?
Like
Yeah.
why? Yeah, why couldn't you? If
I
you
don't
just-
understand why not.
You just identify that way, and then how would people feel? It's if you went and cleaned house at the Special Olympics, would people be like, "Well, he identifies that way," and even to acknowledge that,
But irony
we
is-
need a special
For the
category.
Special Olympics, you probably have to have a diagnosis.
But I mean, what? I wonder what I wonder what their definition is because at this point,
Gender
could
dysphoria.
There you go. Why isn't that's? I mean, why
It's a
not?
mental health
but it's
issue.
not. Oh,
Yeah, it
no.
is. Gender dysphoria is a medical
Oh,
condition.
yeah. Well, we're in a tricky area there because obviously,
I don't know what the. But
We need a new documentary. What is a
But
special
I don't think
needs
I don't
athlete?
think like depression. I don't think is
'em
qualifies
run.
you for the for the
yeah,
Special
that's
Olympics.
that's a good point.
I don't
You're
think
right. So
mental. I think it's got to be a physical.
What if you identify as someone with a physical?
But see, I don't think that's it. What I'm saying is you have to have a diagnosis to be able to qualify for. And for
Yeah.
the most part, again, and they're right. Like, hey, heads up, Special Olympics, you're
Yeah.
next. Nobody thought it was going to happen.
You're an able-bodied phobe.
Nobody thought it was going to happen to anything else, and it is. So they're like, yeah, nobody's going to pretend to be retarded to come
Yeah.
fucking do the Olympics. Well, yeah,
You
I
can't
said
say
it, I
that
don't
word.
care.
Yeah,
Whatever.
wow.
You know what I mean.
Severely
Physical
no, I know what you
handicap.
meant. Retarded.
Yes.
They're not retarded. Some of them are just physically handicapped.
Those guys are
Disabled.
retarded. Actually,
Which ones?
the retarded ones.
Well, the retarded ones are retarded, but not all the Special Olympians are retarded.
I think they are, aren't they?
No, some of them just have
No,
fucking
yeah.
wobbly leg or something.
Right?
Oh yeah, I guess that's
Oh,
right.
wait, so Down's not retarded?
Is it or isn't it?
I was trying to take a stand.
I don't know. I
think it
think
might be the most. I don't know.
no. What about like
Oh, my Lord.
Forrest Gump? Forrest Gump was a great athlete.
He was
had-
retarded for sure.
Okay, so what about the ones that just have like the braces on their legs and run?
No, you're
Well,
right.
that's
It
a-
is
that's a
mental
physical.
retarded. You're right. You're right.
That's a physical handicap.
Look up the Special Olympics. Like, how do we get in?
How do we?
Who's able to get into the Special
What
Olympics?
are the requirements?
If it says tards only, I'm going to be fucking. I'll
No, you're
apologize.
actually right. When you think about, you're right. There are physical things that are not mental retardation.
Oh, what the hell?
While you looked it up, FINA will always welcome every athlete. Well, you FINA. The creation of an open category will mean that everybody has the opportunity to compete at an elite level. This has not been done before, so FINA will need to lead the way. I want all athletes to feel included and being able to develop ideas during this process. The only
What ideas?
the only biological males who would compete in women's swimming under the new policy would include swimmers who have had male puberty suppressed beginning at 10 or age 2 or before the age of 12. Which is later, and they have since continuously maintained their testosterone levels in serum or plasma below 2.5, whatever it is. This new policy would prohibit athletes like Leah Thomas from competing. But yeah, like I said, she wants to be in the Olympics. So.
We'll see how that goes. And to be eligible to participate in the Special
Oh, God.
Olympics, athletes must have an intellectual disability, a cognitive delay, or a developmental disability.
So
That
2 or 3
is
were retards, right?
functional limitations in both general learning and adaptive skills.
I'm in.
So it has
Did
to
we
be.
get you in
I think
by
I'm
that
in, dude.
standard?
I think I'm in.
I think you qualify.
So obviously,
I'll be your sponsor.
Okay.
cognitive disabilities, we understand. You have to be delayed. Is that what it says? Like slow on the
A
draw?
cognitive delay, intellectual disability,
Okay.
or a developmental disability.
So
Check, check, and
developmental.
check.
Developmental would be like you grew in your feet and legs
Oh,
didn't,
fuck, yeah.
and so you've got these little spindly feet and legs.
Or you,
Developmental.
And you
No,
wanna
but developmental to be like emotionally or
yeah,
right?
like
or,
your brain didn't develop, like your You're
Oh, Jesus Christ! And you did it poorly on top of that.
And there goes the feed.
Was that an attempt?
All right, we'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you.
I think that was an
It really
attempt.
wasn't. It actually really wasn't.
Then what was that?
Then what was
No,
it?
I guess it was. I guess
It had to have been.
Yeah, it had to have been. Unless that was just you being you.
Yeah, you did
No,
not
it was.
stick the landing, sir.
It was. It was me half-assing it.
The retard tried to do a retard impression and failed miserably. The whole room screeched to a halt.
We didn't even believe you.
Yeah.
And we know it.
I'm sorry.
Hey, actually, that reminds me of the my grievance.
Oh, you got a grievance?
I do.
Do you have the clock?
I do.
That reminded you of your grievance.
Well, in a way, yeah. My grievance is about how tard to eat it. No. So I just.
You know the rules.
Sorry, yeah. No, whatever.
30 seconds on the clock.
Yeah,
And you will be voted on by your peers to whether there's grounds for this grievance,
Okay.
or if you're a pussy or an old man, or
Fair enough. All right.
what was the other one? I don't know. Go ahead.
Good, I guess.
So apparently now there's an A in the alphabet. LGBTQA plus. So why are we even fucking with the plus? If we're just going to keep adding letters, then what are we doing with the fucking plus? Okay? That plus was supposed to be all-inclusive. If we're just going to keep adding letters, then ditch the plus. And when I looked it up to find out exactly what the A was,
Asexual?
there's multiple things.
Lots of
and
A's.
even guess the Q.
Queer.
Or questioning.
Yeah, that's right.
So there's multiple things like, okay.
Should they be in alphabetical order at this point, by the way?
No,
Like the A fucking at the end?
because then you just have the alphabet.
Oh.
This is so bona fide, by the way. You're right. The plus. What? What are you laughing at over
I have
there?
some. Oh, I'll let you finish your
Yeah.
thought on this.
I don't know how to, I can't put this up.
Because I have.
One of our nerds blasted out already. We have a sign.
One of our nerds.
Yeah. Oh shit! I just unplugged it or turned it off or something. Oh,
Oh,
fuck.
boy.
Now we're screwed.
Now we're really off.
Is
I
that
think
the?
we did.
Oh,
We're back.
Oh, phew.
Is that a power button on the side of the
I
thing
just
over there?
turned
The
the
round
monitor
one?
off.
Yeah, I think you did.
All right. Hopefully we're still streaming.
I think this is extremely bona fide.
Okay.
Because the plus, you're absolutely right.
Should have been.
The plus covers like, okay, this is getting ridiculous. We're just going to add a plus. That's for all the rest of you.
Yeah.
One, however, could argue that the plus is a tad demeaning.
is it back?
Yes.
In other words, you know what I mean? Like,
Yes.
you just
And the rest.
and the rest.
Right. So what do you have to do to
And the
gain a letter?
rest. Yeah.
At what point do you like? So, anyways, that was it. I heard it as with an A, and I'm like, fuck, just added an A.
Yeah.
I thought the plus was everything else. Just
Yeah.
Stop adding letters. The plus should cover
I
it.
think it's LGBTQPIAA plus.
Well, not when I looked at. I mean, you can yes, and there are different varying things
Yeah.
to it. But oh, there we go. Look at the nerds are at it. We're gonna be able to put it up here.
All right.
Oh boy.
But yes,
Yeah, no, that's
okay.
that's extremely bona fide. However, that is a little demeaning. The plus in general.
Yeah.
It's it is the Gilligan's Island effect, and the rest.
Uh-huh.
I don't
mean, I
remember
would
who
say the
got.
only-
I don't. Hold on, E.
Okay.
I don't remember who got fucked. Like Gilligan was mentioned, the skipper,
The professor
Fran,
and
Marianne,
They said and the
the
rest.
and the
and
rest.
the fucking rest of them.
Here
Really?
on Gilligan. Yeah, the professor
we
got
go.
mentioned. I don't remember setting the standard in quality and excellence. 0 days without a trans story. Oh.
Well, you got to put that.
There it goes.
One
It should have
now.
been a 1 crossed off and then a 0.
Oh,
to-
this
to
is just
really
updated
nail
for
it.
today.
I
That's
know.
what that is.
There you go. Now we're here.
Okay.
You guys are gonna love this.
How
by the
how
way.
high is that number ever? You don't need number 2 in the queue, do you?
No.
No,
Like,
no.
No, we got to
have a
1
one?
once.
This is
Well, twice. Once he was 6.
Right. Oh well. Okay, so just to be safe, 3. Have 1, 2, and 3 ready to go,
Yeah.
and that's
this.
probably all
This
you need.
reminds me, guys, of the gas stations that only have enough spaces.
Yeah.
For like $6 a gallon. They don't have over $10 because they never thought it would get
Right.
there.
Yep.
So they don't know what they're gonna do when it gets over $10 a gallon.
We'll find out.
Yeah. That's how this is with us. You
Right.
really don't need more than one.
We
You
really
like you
need,
said.
you need the 0 and the 1.
Maybe
Yep.
3. Just you might get sick, like you said, or something. Well, then you wouldn't be doing a show though.
We could change it to be like setting the standard in quality and excellence. It's 3 days without more than 5 trans stories, and then maybe we could make some headway. you know,
We're not. Nope. You're muddy in the waters.
All right, we didn't know what FINA was. We know now.
Yeah.
FIFA, we do know, is considering a plan that would drop the measurement of testosterone among biological men who identify as women to participate in women's soccer.
Is that going the other way?
What
now?
could possibly go wrong? Yes.
So the women finally got paid right,
Yeah.
and now the men are just going to come in and get that
No,
money?
yeah. Exactly. So now, right? No coincidence that their pay just got bumped up.
Yeah.
So the guys are on the practice squad of
Hell
the,
yeah. Go men, baby.
of the men's
Women
soccer
are
team.
so screwed. I'm sorry, ladies. I'm
Hey,
sorry.
good news.
It is what it is.
You
Good news,
get-
we're going to bump your pay up to men's pay. Bad news, we're going to let men in.
Yeah. Careful what you wish for, rape and hoe.
Rape and Ho is on the front of this.
Good.
Rape and Ho is going, we need to have men and women's sports. Like, she's all about the trans woman.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, now that your career's over.
I want to see what her dick looks like.
Did she think about that when, like, because Jay used to talk about it, literally, like, a good high school team can beat these.
They have.
Oh, yeah, that's
Right.
who they practice against.
Yeah.
They
So
practice
she
against
really-
men's
15-year-old
high school
boys beat them like 7-0 or something.
So she want to know where that's going? Like,
Yeah.
you're not going to have a, well, she's, I guess, off already, the team.
Yeah.
She's
Dude,
done.
and if you think about the stage
And this
being
was- this
set,
was
when
a-
you're talking about equal pay,
Yeah.
this takes this to a whole new level of, like, it's one thing in
Desire to
women's
be there.
weightlifting.
Yeah.
Like, women's weightlifting, there's no paycheck at the end of the day.
Right. This is a
International
destination.
soccer teams,
Yeah.
Christ, any fucking guy that's halfway decent should go, I'm a lady, and try out for that team and make himself $1 million a year.
Right.
Honestly. Who cares how you
Well,
get
Adele had
there?
two
Can
things
do
going-
that winning
Who
slide
cares?
after the goal and rip the shirt off and not have a sports bra on.
Yeah.
But he'll have two things going
Just a
for
lady.
him, which is great because one, he'll be making the money of high money because he's a woman, right? And he's going to kick ass.
Yes, he is.
Making the team for sure. And two, he can get tons of sponsorship because he's a trans player, so that's
Yeah.
open and and all that shit.
Not to mention, women's soccer will be fun as shit to watch. It'll be fast.
almost
Oh,
be
yeah.
like men's
athletic.
soccer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It'll definitely get way better.
It'll get way
Definitely
better.
more entertaining.
Yeah.
What women's soccer is really missing is men.
Yeah.
That's
absolutely right.
right.
Yeah.
Women's rights activist Julie Scott took
Same
to
with the
Twitter,
WNBA.
said, if this goes through, it'll kill women's football. How can they claim this would balance fairness and inclusion? It's the opposite of that. UCI, the cycling organization, strengthened their requirements for biological males to participate in female cycling following the case of trans cyclist Emily Bridges, just a lady,
Yep.
out there kicking ass. Bridges told Diva magazine it was wrong to claim that biological men who identify as women hold physical advantages over hormone therapy. I understand how you'd come to this conclusion because a lot of people still view trans women as men with male anatomies and physiologies.
I literally
Some
need
do.
a fucking graph. I don't understand when you say these things. I don't know who's who.
I know.
I need a graph.
Just going to be a big blur.
like a person who identifies of this, and you're I
Yeah.
just
We're all
the
going to be
cy-
some short shade of gray and all have dicks and tits
Yeah.
in the future.
Well,
That's going to be the...
not all bad.
This lady went on to say, hormone replacement therapy has such a massive effect, the aerobic performance difference is gone after about 4 months. Sir,
Oh, is that it?
that's hilarious, sir.
That's
That-
obviously documented somewhere.
Yeah.
What fun lives these must be.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not even trying to be a jerk. Like if it was like real, I would feel
Shut
bad
up,
for him. But like,
transphobe.
what lives it must be to walk around and you're thinking this. I mean, just really tiring to me. And I'm not even in a mean way. Like
It's funny, like you can bag on guys like us ragging on this. You can bag on society for not being understanding of people that are, struggling to find their place in life, blah, blah, blah. But the amount of silencing of actual girls competing in high school tracks around the country, track competitions, crying on camera, absolutely terrified to say anything. They just have to sit there and take it.
Yeah.
And nobody gives a shit except their parents.
Exactly.
And it's like, this is you have some dude.
People that
you
don't
can-
have a dog in the fight
you,
are the
you can
ones
see his cock and balls
advocating.
slapping back and forth in those tiny little gay
Yeah.
shorts runners wear.
Yeah.
No offense.
well, no one liked it when they took slaves away, Mike. There was crying then too. So I mean,
So this will work itself out in 100
yeah,
years or so?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
Has
If
it?
you say so.
I'm just saying, they didn't. Really if you'd walked around, you got a lot of slave owners going crying about it. They didn't like it too much. So that's
Yeah.
what these girls are just that.
You mean the Democrats in the South?
Yeah.
gotta-
Well, whatever.
You got to break a few eggs to make an omelet.
History. What are you going to do?
I don't know. Crazy.
Damn history.
Identify as a whatever.
Yeah, those slaves, if they were smart, they would just identified as not slaves.
Oh, that's a good
That
move.
would have been a
See?
great move
If they were
back
then. That'd
slaves
have been
now,
smart.
they could totally pull that off.
They could. Can you imagine?
Different times, man.
Yeah.
They just go out there and be like, "Yo, you're a slave." I don't identify as that.
Yeah,
well,
no, sorry.
Oh,
not today.
Slave phobe. Get out of here, slave phobe.
slave. Like there still are slaves, but just not all of them. I don't identify.
there are more slaves
I'm not a
today
slave,
than
you're
there
a
were
slave.
back then.
Right.
There are slaves all over the world, but no one cares about those slaves.
No. They don't matter.
No.
Hey, insurance. We all need it. Most of us don't know what kind of coverage we have or who even provides it. Let fellow TDC listener Brent Wasick from Wasick Insurance Services change all that. Brent has over 30 years in the business and offers all type of insurance coverage: auto, home, health, life, business, commercial, and more. Call Brent Wasick at 734-455-1900. Get a free no-obligation quote today. Again, that's 734-455-1900. And ask for Brent Wasick, Wasick Insurance.
I love Brent.
Who
Love
doesn't?
me some Brent.
Who doesn't?
He was a hell of a soccer player himself.
Was he?
Did you know that?
I did not.
Michigan State.
Really?
Played at
Him?
Michigan State. Yeah, Brent Wasick.
Yeah.
I thought that was.
Did he play with the
Marisa's
Yeah,
husband.
Mr. Marisa.
That's why they know each other.
Oh, really?
Is that how it
Soccer
all
and
went
Michigan
down?
State together.
I didn't even know they knew each other.
Yeah,
No wonder
Mike-
they pulled
Mike,
such a
Rollins?
strong box.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
exactly.
They pulled
Well
the
played.
hottest chicks we know of.
Well played, boys.
Because of those. It's probably the calves and the thighs. I used to have some of that back when I played
Right.
soccer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I look like a real man.
Yeah.
Legs. Those guys they're still in shape.
Keeping it
Pull that.
together.
By the way,
Tara
I really
and Marisa.
like this video you have, the Biden thing, but on the right it says disturbing pictures of North Korea, and it's just like a regular.
It's like a hot chick in,
Right.
in a uniform. Yeah.
like
Imagine the hot chicks in North. There's probably a shitload of hot chicks in North Korea that you could pluck out of there,
I'm sure.
throw into circulation.
Yeah.
In the world.
Yeah, save
by
'em.
the numbers, there has to be some.
Tons.
You would
I
think so.
guarantee it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Even
I saw
for
that.
Koreans.
Yeah.
Ones or tens, am I right?
Ones or tens. That's what I always say.
Ones or tens.
Seriously, there's like ones, twos, and threes,
Yeah.
and 7, 8, 9s, and 10s.
Right.
There's no such thing as an Asian 4, 5, 6, or 7.
Right.
Those don't exist.
Yeah.
You know,
I don't find
America's
I don't find that
mostly
attractive anyway. But
mostly 4, 5s. I know you're severely
Oh my
racist
God.
no, that's not
against
true.
Asians. Yes, you are. You've said it forever. You find them all ugly.
I don't find them that
Unbelievable.
attractive. You're right. I'm
Dude,
not.
there are some smoking hot Asian women.
There are
Oh,
some. There
yeah.
are some. I'm just saying in an overall. If I could make a prejudgment, if you will, overall, I would say I don't find them
I was
attractive.
a big Lucy Liu fan in the early
Lucy
stages.
Liu, yeah.
Even though now she looks wonky to me.
Yeah, wonky.
Yeah. I mean, obviously the
'Cause of
eyes
the
are
age?
the thing, but even she's got like wonky eyes for
What was
age.
I? Yeah, what was I watching the other
Obviously,
day?
because of the Asian thing.
I mean,
I was watching something. I can't remember what. Maybe it was Steven Crowder even. But I was watching some video. Maybe it was totally not Steven Crowder.
Yeah.
And they were talking about Asians making fun of other Asians' eyes.
other Asians.
Yeah,
Oh,
because
boy.
there's
that's some real hate
Asian
there.
eyes you don't want,
Yeah.
and
Oh,
there's
yeah.
Asian eyes you do want.
Yeah.
And
I
it's
mean,
a
yeah,
crap
people make
shoot,
fun of people,
but they
right?
were calling them like vagina eyes.
Ah!
Yeah, and it was not going over well or something.
like
that.
it?
Oh, really?
No, they don't like being called vagina eyes.
Let's see.
No, this isn't me. I'm just relaying something.
Well, I
heard.
would agree that you probably wouldn't like being called that. I would assume that.
Yeah.
That wouldn't be.
But couldn't they just call you ball eyes? Like
Yeah.
ball bag eyes. Look at those
Yeah,
giant
yeah.
balls.
Probably.
Any interest in the Toy Story spinoff? First off, let me ask the crew: were there any Toy Story fans originally?
In the very beginning.
Tom Hanks and I think you and I were probably too old, T, unless you get your daughters involved.
Well, of course. So my kids, yes.
Yeah.
And I actually enjoyed it. I mean, I thought it was a well done movie, cartoon, kids movie, whatever.
One
Yeah.
was good. I think I liked 2, and then after that, I was kind of out.
I didn't know if there was even more than that.
Yeah, oh, that there's
3
like
and
4.
4.
Yeah, yeah.
4 did really well. It did like 120 million its opening
Well,
weekend.
it's a machine for kids. They just
Yeah.
pump that shit.
Right.
What I
Doesn't mean
found
it's good.
What I found hanging out with Marshall especially.
That they're dumb as shit.
Well, they're
They'll
dumb as
watch
shit,
Whatever they
yes.
tell them to watch.
Well,
I
they
can't trust a kid who doesn't like French fries. By the way, whatever.
Yeah, yeah, he's pulling the curtain.
he's racist.
No,
Fuck the French.
if
That's what he
you
said.
let the kid pick what
Freedom
you're going to
fries.
watch, you're going to get stuck with what you got the other day with Marshall, watching YouTube videos of fucking,
God.
it's
Here's the only thing.
What
Let
the hell's that game called?
me think about the,
Minecraft.
Oh God.
I do wonder this though when when you talk about like the idea of watching like what in a way what's the difference between watching sports? I mean, you are watching an activity being done of people that are better than you, like in a way.
No, listening to 15, 16, 17-year-old
Yeah, they're talking back and
morons
forth.
talking.
Okay.
And these were
unlistenable. So
If it was like a master class in like how to fucking win the game, and this is how to do it.
Yeah.
If it was somebody doing a perfect score on Sonic the Hedgehog or something, like fuck yeah, okay.
Yeah, and I don't watch it. Don't get me wrong. I
No,
don't watch,
this was like
yo, bro,
Yeah.
get him to, bro.
Okay,
Nailed it,
yeah.
bro.
Oh, my
and then you get the 8-year-old mimicking that.
Gotcha.
At times. My
the
point
dumbing down of
was,
society.
Yeah, I got you.
what my point was is not that he's going to watch that and enjoy that on his own. The point is when you have to be stuck in a situation where you're hanging out together and watching something,
Yeah.
you're better off finding a Toy Story that he can watch and you can stomach.
Yep.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
that
Like
makes
that's
sense.
that's where I was going to go
Absolutely.
with that. Like if left to his own devices, he's going to watch literal retards.
Yeah.
Try to out fucking cool each other on a video game where it's like, all right, dude, let's watch Minions.
Yeah.
Okay, let's watch.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That
Let's
makes
do
sense.
that.
For sure. Because some of that stuff, a lot of that stuff, honestly, is like child stuff, but they throw adult stuff in there,
Oh, yeah.
dude. You can watch SpongeBob, and there's adult
exactly.
humor.
SpongeBob was great. I love
Yeah.
SpongeBob. You know, I mean, like, give me SpongeBob or like Blue's Clues. Fuck out of here.
Right,
You know, like,
right,
it's not
right.
just-
Is
it's,
Blue's Clues good or bad?
that's just
That's
stupid. I mean,
legit
it's just,
kiddie
that's like
pro-
baby stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
That's legit.
And I
kiddie
guess that's
program.
probably not that's not apples to apples. But
No, but to his to his point,
Hit it. There it
yes,
is.
I would way
You're allowed to
rather
hit
watch
Kelly.
an episode of a movie SpongeBob, an episode of that, than
Yeah.
watch kids play that and shit talk to each
Yes,
other.
it was.
Yeah.
It was not.
It's-
good. And I mean, it
Troy
was,
walked out of the room and he was in like daze.
Yes,
He was just like,
Well, I was
what
on my
the
phone
fuck?
doing other stuff, so it was just like in the background, and I thought he was playing, and then whatever, and I realized that I had been there for way too fucking long. And you think solitary confinement is torture?
Right.
Yeah.
I would take that in a minute.
And those kids are getting tens of millions of views
Oh
on those videos. It's the thing
yeah.
that bothers me the most.
Yeah.
As someone who, we've gone to great lengths to have a fully functioning studio, have sort of stimulating conversation and comedy,
Put
and
real
it's like
content.
we
out
could
there.
just sit upstairs with a shit connection playing some stupid video game. They went backwards in the video game process, right?
Yeah, the
Like,
graphics,
The graphics were better in
terrible.
Pac-Man.
Yeah.
And it's like, bruh, dude, get it, bruh, dude, nailed it, dude, bruh, dude.
Yeah. You have to, at this point, it's like, it is an old man thing, but you have to almost, unfortunately, at this point, like, accept that entertainment, like TikTok, some of this shit, dude, there's some videos that get 20 million views.
Yep.
And I think to myself, like, when I was out on the road, like, I'm coming up with stuff I think is kind of funny, and people think it's kind of, and I don't say it deserves 50 million views, but dude, there's people lip syncing comedy. Like doing a freaking say
Louis
a Bill
CK.
Burr,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
and all it is Bill Burr's audio,
Yep.
and them lip syncing it, and it has 20 million views. And it's like, to
Yeah.
me, I know that sounds like an old man thing, but it's like,
Oh yeah.
It doesn't make
I
any
don't mind
sense.
admitting if something's
Doesn't.
funny. I have watched shit on TikTok or watched young kids, and if something's funny, it's funny. But something like that,
There was
man,
a girl. There was a black girl I was watching for quite a while. She would sit at her desk, and she would lip sync Trump speeches with the affect and all that, and she would just lip sync
Yeah.
it. But she would take like specific parts of the speech. You could find it funny. You could find it dumb. Some of it I found fucking hilarious. When
Yeah.
just her facial expressions and stuff. It was funny. Would it last for years? Obviously not.
Right.
But
Time sensitive.
it was time sensitive, and it
Yeah.
worked for a while, and it was mildly entertaining. She was just lip syncing the
Yeah.
president's speeches.
That's what
Yeah.
most of
But
that
when
is.
he'd fumble words and we'd say, Kofefi or something, it was funny.
she had it really down pat.
She nailed it, and it was it was all right. But yeah, lip syncing Bill Burr's.
And it's like, I'm okay with admitting that, that is what it is. Entertainment has changed. Whatever it is, but it does a little bit, like you said, you have a studio here. You actually put out real content. I was traveling around the country really working on it, and you see 20 million views on someone not even doing comedy that's their own comedy. It literally
Yeah.
just lip syncing a very good writer.
You imagine if someone,
Tomorrow, let's just try. Let's lip sync Rogan's podcast.
yeah,
Let's
Right.
just do that audio.
What you should just do is the next day.
Just
Yeah.
right, and just redo
Every
it
day,
every
right?
day.
Every day, the next day, just do a show, and that's your show now. You do the Rogan podcast the next
we
day.
could come in tomorrow. I'll lip sync E's part.
There
T,
you go.
you lip sync my part.
Just
You lip
dub
sync
it.
Troy's part, and we'll redub it.
Yeah.
and maybe we can get 20 million views on it.
Right.
Maybe, who knows?
Who knows?
It's I don't know what it is.
So Lightyear is the new spin-off Toy Story movie, and so there was a lot of dust up. Remember, there was a gay kiss.
Yep.
There was a female.
Interracial thing too.
I think
right?
was it interracial. I don't
Well, I don't
know.
know about the kiss, but I think there's an interracial like companionship, or like a couple or something.
Okay.
Well, this was a lesbian kiss.
Okay.
I don't know if they made
Which
out.
isn't
and then
even that
69.
big of a deal
They didn't even
anymore.
scissor or anything? Nothing?
I don't think so. I didn't think they grinded it out.
Nah, save that for the next one.
Yeah.
We're taking it to the next level.
They might have. It is Disney, so they might have licked their finger and then went
Yep.
down, so you knew it was going on.
Yeah, so
but
just give it the subliminal
yeah.
inference.
So I think where you were going with that, E, and I agree with you, is if you don't even say anything and you just include that scene in the movie,
Yeah.
and it's like in any of those heterosexual relationships or gay relationships shouldn't warrant almost any physical interaction between adults or couples. It's a kids movie.
Yeah.
So I don't need mom and dad in the bed and you see them dry humping on the fucking
right.
couch. No. Yeah, you don't need
Wonder,
any
what
of
are they
that.
doing in there?
But if it's like, have a nice day at work, honey, and you peck your wife on the cheek, or the gay, the lesbian couple next door, have a nice day at work, honey, and peck each other on the cheek, whatever. I fucking give her the shocker as she's going out the door.
A little smack in the ass.
The flick brought in a total of $51 million in its 3-day opening.
That's it?
That's it.
That seems pretty bad to me.
Ooh.
That was pretty hyped, dude.
What the hell happened here? Deadline queried, not once bringing up the film's same-sex kiss controversy. Do you think that was what made parents not go and take their kids?
no.
Probably to some of it, yes.
Oh,
but not
no.
all of it, no.
It depends on. It
I mean,
depends
I'm
on
sure there's
going
got to
in
be
that they-
some level of it, yes.
It depends if going in it was like just like advertised, like there's a lesbian. I mean, I don't understand why.
Here's what happened.
Or they just jump the fucking shark and nobody cares anymore.
That could be too.
Yeah,
true
but
too,
you
though.
could
it's like
say
new
that,
Star
well,
Wars garbage.
But
these
see,
days.
I think there was a lot more
Pass.
than even a lesbian kiss. I think going in, people knew there was like I think, like I said, an interracial. I felt like maybe I'm wrong. I thought,
Racist!
Well,
but a woke thing, more like people just like, oh, it went woke, go woke, go broke, or whatever. But
Well,
Yeah.
or perhaps this is a bigger picture of just boycotting the Disney shit.
that could be
maybe.
it too. By the way,
Yes,
maybe.
not
That's a great
specifically
point.
Lightyear, Disney in
Right.
general. after
Disney
their shenanigans.
Disney Pixar took this scene out.
Because if they did 100 million, would have been pretty good.
Yeah.
But you take roughly 50%
Yeah.
of that revenue.
Yeah.
Not sure how those numbers work out with the country or anything, but approximately 50% of that
Yeah, the
revenue
Disney,
away.
you're right though. The Disney thing could full on just be Disney. People might
Yeah.
be done with Disney.
Well,
Oh wait, and didn't they nix? It's not even fucking Tim
It's not Tim Allen. It's not Tim
Yeah,
Allen's
it's
voice.
See,
Chris Evans.
I have a problem with that.
I have a huge problem with that. Yeah.
It's a voiceover. I get it if he was like an old man, he couldn't physically do the
Yeah.
part anymore. It's a fucking cartoon with voiceover.
he's conservative though.
Exactly
Dude,
why
yeah,
they didn't do it.
yeah,
I
didn't-
know. That's right.
It's 100%.
Fuck, I didn't
He
think
had
about
the
that.
number
Yeah.
one.
So it doesn't have anything to do with your gay scissor kiss.
He had the number one comedy sitcom in America when it was canceled on ABC.
Yeah.
Because he was conservative.
Yep.
Like, think about that.
Yeah.
So they didn't give a shit about how much money what was it? What was the name of that show?
Last Man Standing.
Last Man
yeah.
Standing. I think was the number one comedy in America
Time,
sitcom.
Which
in
is
its
too
time
bad because it
slot.
wasn't that good. But,
No.
I mean, terrible.
I don't know. I
But-
never watched it. I haven't watched a sitcom in 10,
Right.
15
I thought it was
years.
all right.
But
Really?
I mean, I think it was great, but I thought it was pretty good.
Tim
For
Allen
what a
is
bullshit
undeniable.
sitcom
though.
is.
Yeah.
Tim Allen is undeniable in his success and hits with movies, with
Yeah.
television sitcoms.
Yeah.
He's always. But there's no reason not to have Tim Allen attached to your project unless
Except-
it's gross. He's conservative.
Oh, and Chris Evans fits right in there. Role.
and is the fucking most woke actor on planet Earth.
Yep.
There's no one more woke than Chris Evans. So yeah, I hope you like that, Chris.
Yeah.
You know, you steal one of the most iconic. Toy Story, like it, love it or hate it, is one of the most iconic film franchises in the history of movies.
No doubt.
And Tim Allen and Tom Hanks made those roles.
Absolutely.
Famous, world famous, worth $1 billion, that franchise.
Yep.
So you just yank this guy because of his conservative. I don't care what you say.
Do they know what? I mean, I wonder if Tim didn't want to do it. Like, I wonder really what happened. If it was a money thing, if they didn't even ask him, or if he
bet-
said,
no.
fuck you guys, I don't want to do
No.
that.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, realistically, yeah, but I bet they just didn't even offer
Yeah,
it to him.
probably.
Hey,
So-
let's not forget Mrs. Potato Head, Mrs. Costanza.
Oh, was that who that was?
Yeah.
Costanza? Yeah.
Don't
okay.
forget your angry eyes.
Yeah.
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 Oh, she did that voice?
I think so. I think that was
Really?
her. I think
That's
so,
fucking
yeah.
hilarious.
Yeah.
Deadline said, no, it's not the gay
It might
kiss
even
thing.
been. It might even been both of them. Potato Head and Mrs. Potato Head might have been the Costanzas.
Oh, really?
I'd have to
Really?
Look into
That would be a perfect fit.
Yeah, right.
Perfect fit on Seinfeld. So Deadline suggested it wasn't the same-sex kiss controversy, which I don't know if it is or not, but that's the angle they're taking. Instead, they said the movie came out too soon in the franchise. This could be a case of going to the Toy Story well too soon, too fast.
Huh.
It's been 4 years.
Oh,
Critic John Nolte,
don't know about that.
cultural critics diss the suggestion. Marvel releases 2 and 3 movies a year. You mean like going to that well too soon? Lord of the Rings and Hobbit came out every year. You mean like going to that well too soon? Well, 3 years ago, Toy Story 4 opened to $121 million. If these figures hold, Lightyear won't do half that. Another thing to keep in mind is that there's no competition. The only kiddie movie still in theaters is The Bad Guys, which opened all the way back in April. After the resounding success of Toy Story 4 with a wide open field at the box office, especially during the summer, especially over Father's Day, there was never a better time to open Lightyear. Disney Pixar notably reinstated a same-sex kiss between 2 female characters, Alicia and her wife, following Florida's parental rights and education bill. Chris Evans, who voices the main character, slammed the critics who don't approve of the gay kiss for the kids. Fuck off, Chris. You absolutely stole someone's role just because he was conservative.
Yep.
The real truth is those people are idiots. Every time there's been a social advancement, as we wake up in the American story, the human story is one of constant social awakening and growth, and that's what makes us good. Evans gushed over the gay kiss. Disney put a line in the sand. We're putting this back in. Well, why did they take it out in the first place then, Chris?
Yeah.
If they're so willing to gush over it now and have to put it in, why did they ever take the gay kiss out, Chris?
Right.
If it was so awesome that you're gushing over it, I think you'd be going, yeah, too little, too late. Why would you even suggest removing it? But also, we're not going to remove it for any other territories. Oh, unlike the 50 other movies that they remove shit for all the time for places that aren't as woke as you, Chris.
Right.
What did you make of the company making that decision? I mean, it's great, it's nice, and it's wonderful. It makes me happy. Blah blah blah. It goes on and on. Who cares?
It was Rickles was Mr. Potato Head.
Oh,
Don
really?
Rickles?
Damn.
I knew it was somebody like that,
Yeah,
but I can't. It doesn't not tell me who Mrs. Potato Head is.
Huh.
Interesting. Gets all the way down to like Burned Rag Doll and Kid Number 1, Kid Number 4, Kid Number 7, but
Yeah.
it does not tell me who Mrs. Potato Head was.
Seriously?
Isn't that odd?
What? Google who played Mrs. Potato Head in.
No, I thought that was just odder.
Yeah, that is odd. New survey released Friday from Gallup.
Oh, maybe it was only in Toy Story 2? Let's see.
When did Potato Head
Yeah,
come
let's
into the
see.
scene?
Let's see. What's her name? Estelle Harris.
Yeah, that's Mrs. Seinfeld.
Yeah, right.
That's
Yeah.
Mrs. Costanza.
Yeah.
Good call, T.
Thank you.
Good call. So, a new Gallup poll revealed
Swing from the Gallup's pole.
a record low number of Americans report a belief in God.
Record number low? Mm-hmm. Yeah, well.
Polling found, what do you guys think? As far as Americans on the whole, what percentage of Americans believe in God or a higher power?
I still think it's. Oh, go ahead.
No, after you, sir.
I think it's low, being low, but I still think it's got to be more than 50. I think it's more than 50.
I was
still.
thinking the same thing. I was going to say like 62%.
Damn it. I'll go 55 just to.
Okay.
You pegged yourself into 55 to 62. T's
And,
got
yeah.
and everything under 55. No, just kidding.
Well, no, it's like Price is Right. You can't
I
go
know.
over.
I know. I'm
Yeah.
just kidding. No, I'll go.
$1, Bob.
I'll go 55. You know what? I'm gonna go 40.
You're going to 40.
Can't change your fucking pick.
Okay. 55. Okay.
I'm going to go with 81.
Yeah.
Oh,
Still
boy.
81.
That high?
Wow.
The polling found that only 81% of Americans say they believe in God, which is the lowest amount since the group started asking the question back in 1944.
Wow.
Yeah. This is down 6 points from 2017 when 87% of Americans
Holy
said they
shit.
believed in God. I was
Now, I
shocked
wonder-
by that too.
I wonder when
Yeah.
they say believe in God, is it just you believe in a higher power, or is it Christian God? You know what I'm saying?
I'm
does
sure
it-
it's not because I guess, and realistically, I mean, everybody's got their God. The Hindus, the Buddhists.
So I wonder if that's
everybody
what it
sort of has.
means.
Well,
I was thinking religion in general, but
Yeah,
I was thinking it'd be a more substantial drop. This whole generation is pretty non-religious, in
Yes.
my opinion.
Few
Yeah.
Americans, and I'll get into some of the
Okay.
some of the things that they
Decide.
they asked them
Okay.
about, like what believing in God means. Fewer Americans than 5 years ago believe in God, and the percentage is down even more from the 50s and 60s when almost all Americans did. The organization also found differences in demographics. The survey found that liberals and Democrats saw the biggest drop in belief in God. Shock.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Looking at the difference from 2022 to the average from 2013 to 17, there was a 10-point drop for liberals and Democrats. For conservatives and those who were married, essentially no change in their views of God. According to the poll, the new poll, only 72% of
So liberals
Democrats,
are dragging us down.
Well, 72% of Democrats believe in God compared to 92% of Republicans, while 94% of conservatives believe in God, only 62% of liberals and 68% of young people believe in God.
I wonder what they're, because I'm telling you, like, I have moved on past the idea of kind of a, what do you call it, organized religion, but I still believe in something spiritual. Like, I do not, I'm not an atheist.
So
That's a
if- I wonder
cop
what
out.
the-
They say that's a cop out.
So if
that's how
somebody
I
came to
believe.
you and
Okay.
said, "Do you believe in God?"
I believe in a creator. What about that?
That's a God.
Okay, so yeah,
For
yeah.
sure.
So,
Then
I mean-
yeah. Okay, then I would say yes.
Then then you're part of the 81%.
Okay.
He's part
just
of the
curious what that meant, though.
92% Republicans.
Yeah.
I'm not a Republican. But
All right, you're part of the 90,
I'm part of the 60% of
94% conservatives.
Oh, okay.
I was going to give it about a 70% chance that at some point you were going to go like this onto that fucking nail and whack your hand.
Yeah.
Oh, I know. It's bad that it's here. I have to. If something
Yeah, I've
needs-
noticed you fiddling with it the whole
Yeah,
time.
If-
Don't
I
scrape
know.
the table.
It
with
was
that.
sitting
Okay.
there pointing straight up, just sitting by itself, and I was waiting for you to get all animated with the story and be like, "I said."
no,
Turn
if,
himself into Jesus
Yeah.
for real.
if
Yeah.
there's
Get your
something
nails done
little
like
around
Jesus.
me, I have to fiddle with it. If this wasn't here, I wouldn't think.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's keep going.
Gotcha.
So, believing in God has different things. You can believe in a creator.
Okay.
So, one of the things, among those who believe in God, roughly half of those that believe in God believe that God can intervene after hearing someone's prayer.
Oh,
So, is that you, E? You think you can pray for something and God will hear it and intervene?
not karma.
Yeah. No.
not-
Not most.
Yeah.
Mostly
Not
no,
putting
I'd
out
say.
good vibes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or is that what that is?
I believe in I believe in some level of that, but not a prayer.
But
and God
how-
comes down and says, "Hey, here's your money." Or
How are you
something.
differentiating? If you're manifesting stuff, maybe he's answering your prayers.
That's a good question, and I don't know how to distinguish it. But I don't necessarily believe in absolute like my prayer to answer.
Well, maybe that's why your shit's not manifesting.
maybe. Well,
What is the saying you have, T, about.
Fuck around and find out.
No, not that one. No, about like. It's sort of like everything happens for a reason where even when you get
Who's to
horrible-
say what's good or bad?
Who's to say what's good or bad?
Yes.
Yeah, which is a great one because if you play that out and you look at times in your life where you thought things can't get any worse for me. This is the worst day of my life. This is the worst. Oh my God, this chick dumped me. I'll never recover from this. And you find then little time goes by and you realize what a cunt she was, and you
Yep.
meet someone who actually aligns with you, and it's like, oh my God.
Yeah, exactly.
That
But at the
what I
time, you
thought
wanted
was the
nothing
worst.
more than for her to not dump you or
Right.
whatever. And
Right.
that is a great saying. I know you've told it to me before, but he's right. That is a good saying, and I know it's not always easy to listen to at the time,
Oh, it's
but
not.
it is right.
Exactly right. And it's just realize that you have no real control.
Yeah.
You don't know, and we're ignorant in our existence.
Exactly.
To think that what we know is what is really best or, in our best interest. Who knows?
So
Totally.
So about half of those who believe in God, equal to 42% of all Americans, say God hears prayers and can intervene on a person's behalf. Meanwhile, 28% of all Americans say God hears prayers but cannot intervene, while 11% think God does neither.
11% tell him to go fuck himself.
It's like, yeah, he can't do shit. He can't hear me and nothing.
Yeah. I mean, listen, I don't want to totally shut the door, like, just in case.
I think there's a lot of just in cases, but I don't think that gets you in, dude.
No,
I
probably
don't-
not. But I'm also not like, eat a dick, Jesus, you ain't shit.
Yeah.
No, I mean, I'll at least, hey, you want to throw some prayers my way? Okay, go ahead. That's fine. I'll take them.
Yeah.
I'm
If
not
nothing
going to
more,
bother. I'm
it's
not.
the thought that counts.
Yeah.
Someone gives you a gift.
Yeah.
Be
I'm
great.
beyond the, puking in the bowl. Oh God, I'll never drink again if you just let me.
Yeah,
get
I
through
remember
this
having
one
those.
more time.
I remember having those conversations, 100%. I swear to God, I'll never drink again. 12 hours later,
Hair of the dog.
go. Yeah. From roughly 2010 to 2020, those who said that they had been to church in the past week fell from what percent to what percent?
Wait, say it again, sir.
From 2010
Yeah.
to 2020. So in 2010, there was a number
Yeah.
of people that said we went to church in the last week.
Okay.
And that number has fallen to what?
Based on that, and those numbers,
It's fallen from
I don't know.
75 to 62.
Sure. Okay, fine.
You're going to steal Troy's
Fine,
like that?
fine.
Really? In a guessing game?
70 to 60.
If I said pick a number between 1 and 10 and he said 6 and you went, fine,
Yep,
I'll take
6.
6.
I just
too.
don't have
I'll
a
take
strong. I just don't
5.9.
have a strong feeling of what this number is.
I was just throwing it out. I didn't know there was going to be a quiz. I wasn't paying that
Yeah,
close
no,
of
no, no.
attention.
And I did this on purpose because the numbers are different than I thought they would have been, which is
Okay.
why I even am doing this.
Yeah.
Actually going to church. So
Going
that's
to
what I'm
church
saying.
in the past week.
Yeah. Somebody-
40% did in 2010.
It's that low.
29% in 2020.
My drop was right, percentage-wise,
Yeah.
number-wise. But
Okay.
It was, but I was.
Hence, mine was as well.
Yeah, but yeah, no, that's way lower than I thought. Oh, those pastors got to be fucking crying poor these days.
Yeah.
Well, the
those
taxes,
bills.
the non-taxes help out a
Hey,
little
I
bit.
do want to give a shout out
Yep.
to our guy El Jefe, Big Jeff,
Oh,
at the
yeah.
party pub. He Christine's son had his graduation party, and he stepped
Yeah.
up and helped
I met
out with
Jeff.
some stuff over there.
He
Yeah.
dropped off a bunch of games
Yeah,
for her.
she's
And
just the salt of the earth, just the nicest guy
Yeah.
in the world. But he helped her out quite a bit. Really great stuff, cool stuff, man. All the games we had
Yeah,
that little
that axe
that
throwing
axe
game.
throwing thing, feather bowling. I mean, you name it, he's got it. And,
dude, they brought chips and salsa over for us.
oh, the fuck yeah, I was going to get to that point.
Homemade
Yeah,
chips?
like homemade chips, homemade
So
salsa, so good, and I love the hot.
I would say
do.
this, by the
Fucking
way.
love the hot. Yeah.
It's, this
Okay,
is a
I
genius-
got,
oh, go ahead.
I got a question though.
Yep.
Because I was told we had a jar of hot and a jar of mild.
Uh-huh.
So which one did you eat? The one that was already
Yeah, the one that was I cracked the other one.
you cracked the one that was unopened?
Yeah,
That was hot.
I think so.
Because I got the one that was mild.
Yeah. Yeah, well, you said that you wanted. You told me
Pretty
I wanted
hot.
to try the hot one, so I went into it and I liked it, so I just stuck with it. And
So
the
what
chips-
that's what
chips
I was
Old
wondering
Lady
though.
makes
Did
was
they just
top-notch.
label them wrong?
I don't think so. I mean, it was. I don't know. I mean, we have very different tastes of hot.
Yeah, I know.
So,
I know. The chips were so good.
yes, excellent. So
They
anyway,
reminded you know what they reminded me of? Chips in Arizona and California,
like
Southern
real,
California,
yeah,
like
real fresh homemade
tortilla,
chips,
homemade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You go to a good Mexican restaurant, and they
Yes.
come out like hot and fresh and all that
Oh,
stuff.
so good.
Yeah, it's the party pub. Anything you want for your parties, the blow up tent, all the games. Just check them out, man. Jeff at thepartypubrentals.com. Call them at 586-524-6701. TDC listeners get a 10% discount and 2 free games from the guy. Jeff, big props, buddy. Thank you so
I
much.
want to say
really
something for real.
appreciate this.
I'm not just saying this to say because he's got sponsoring here, but like when they sometimes people say like, oh, all the ideas are taken. Oh my god, no one's gonna. It's a genius idea if you
Yeah.
think about it, man. From somebody I've had lawn games, for tailgating and stuff, and I know you can't. It's different. He's talking about a home party, so
Yeah.
you're not talking about going to the Michigan game. But for someone that's owned them before, to know that you could have a party and just have them all there, because most of the time, dude, you buy ladder golf and you play it 3 times a year.
Right.
Yeah.
So to know
Not
that-
even 3 times a year, 3 times the first week, and then you don't play it
Right.
again.
And it's like they're fun, but you just don't do it.
Right.
But to know that if you're going to have a party, a graduation party, and you could bring them in,
Yep.
they're all there.
Loaded up.
All the colors are there. It's not like, oh, we got it, but where's blue and gold? It's a great idea.
It really
Yeah.
is.
Such
yeah.
a good idea.
As soon as he emailed us and was like, "Hey, I'm thinking about buying up this advertising spot," blah blah blah. I saw that thing and I showed Troy right away. I was like, "This dude
Yeah.
should advertise for sure. It's
Definitely.
perfect."
It's a way to get it out there.
I was really happy with all 3 of the guys that advertised on that business as usual
Yep,
thing.
absolutely.
I think they all met the criteria of what would be
Exactly what we were looking
a
for.
good fit. Yeah. Yeah, totally.
And it's coming. We're setting that stuff up to get them in for their in studio visits.
Yeah, I think
So-
he's coming in early July.
Yep.
And then
We
we'll
gotta
get the
reach out.
other 2 on the
Yeah,
books.
We're working the kinks out of everything, so don't worry. We're
It's
getting there to you guys.
A little difficult. We've got family in town right now. There's a lot of shit going on around
there's
here.
Other things going on. So
Construction on the main road here. It's a nightmare. But
yeah.
we're gonna,
When's that going to be done?
it's been 2 years. 2 fucking years.
Christ.
for a fucking sidewalk.
I remember
1 mile of sidewalk.
When
1
I-
mile of
Not even
sidewalk.
a half. It's already done from downtown north. It's only going from here to downtown.
That's
Only a half mile that they're doing.
when
You're
I
right.
came back
You're
from
right.
being on the trip, and my mom was driving me. We're driving up, and I thought, "There's no way I have to go that way." And we got there, like, "Are you fucking kidding me? This was like going on 2 years ago."
What
It was
day
when
is
I
this?
came home in November before going back out west.
Yeah.
It was going on.
Yeah.
And it was, yeah.
Anyway,
it's
whatever. But I
embarrassing.
don't know.
It's embarrassing.
I don't know how the people of Franklin, Michigan, are handling that.
Yeah. Well, I think they had some money to burn, so they're making sure it comes off the books.
Yeah.
Maybe.
That could be. We'll go a little bit longer. I want to do one more story.
Okay.
And we'll get to an email or 2.
Please be trans. Please be trans.
We already did.
No, but the reason I wanted to do it is because it ties in with Disney.
Okay.
How would you like to see that guy's dick and balls?
No.
What do you think?
Oh,
Look at
I
that
think
face.
it-
Yeah, I showed my dick and balls when I shouldn't have.
Is it APW?
Oh, that could be.
Almost zoomed in. No, he's just bald.
Oh, okay. He looks
And,
pretty gingery.
He looks really sad, doesn't he?
Well, yeah.
Well, yeah.
You get caught with your dick and balls out.
I take pictures of my dick and balls and send them to underage kids.
Is that a uniform? From here, it looks like his nipples are leaking.
It does. They're crying. Yeah.
Let me see.
Are those tears running down his face?
Oh my
or
god,
is
that's
that,
funny.
This
are
is
those
his-
I
part
think
of
it's a
his
shadow.
shirt?
Does it look like a shadow?
I don't
or-
know what's happening there.
That's
is he
Zach.
lactating?
That's Zach, and that's his official Disney bus driver uniform. That's what that is. He's a Walt Disney.
Happiest place on earth.
Yeah, it is.
My lap.
It was for him.
Back of the bus.
Walt Disney World bus driver who allegedly sent nude photos of his dick and balls to a minor was one of 12 people arrested in an undercover child predator sting operation conducted by law enforcement in Florida this month. 30-year-old Zach Hudson in his Disney bus uniform when he was in his uniform when deputies arrested him at the Magic Kingdom on June 6th.
He's just about 10 years too early, man. I'm telling you, it's coming. It won't.
Yeah, you'll be able to fuck kids
He's
probably
about 10
gross.
years too early.
Yeah.
I know.
Oh, the
but-
grooming process is real.
No, he's about 12 years too late.
Or too late. Oh wow.
Yeah.
Or well, depending.
No, early. E and I had this conversation. We think with the grooming process in full effect, like it is with drag shows and schools.
Well, who's to
and,
say what?
You know,
Whatever.
Who's to say? Minor attracted person is just going to be a thing. They're going to look back.
I could say. Who's to say what's good or bad? Fucking kids is bad.
I
I don't know.
Say that.
It's-
I agree.
hey,
Wow.
why is having drag shows, with neon lights behind it saying it's not going to lick itself? Half the country's defending that, Troy.
Well,
so
the only
clearly
thing
this is
I
a
will
fight
say
coming.
is that it's not going to lick itself. So that
is
that part
true.
is factual. I have
So-
no issues with that part of it.
I firmly believe, and as I believe E does, that
Hard as I've tried.
this is the thing that's coming. Get ready for it. This is just the next thing on the list. Fucking kids is half the people apparently for that. Protect your kids as much as you can, unless
He's a
I
victim
can't
of
believe
times.
it's half. I gotta believe it's a small number.
well, maybe they're as vocal as half the country.
Wow, the vocal minority is
Yeah.
a completely different conversation.
So an undercover agent posted as a 15-year-old girl caught Hudson in a heinous act. Hudson sent racy, sexually explicit messages to the teen and photos of his cock and balls while on his work shift at Disney on June 4th and 5th. When the agent asked Hudson if being 15 years old was an issue for him, he said, "As long as my being older doesn't bother you, age is just a number." Mm-hmm. His arrest was part of a 2-week undercover investigation called Operation Child Protector 2. So the sheriff, Grady Judd, spoke of sickening details and said in part, what would an operation be? Either a pornography investigation or a predator operation or a human traffic operation without a Disney employee.
Oh,
Shit.
That's fired.
We always have a Disney employee,
my
sometimes
goodness.
more.
Well, I mean, they say that Disney, about the kidnapping and all that shit. It's like the fucking mega land for it.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. So it's like,
Right.
why if you like this shit, why wouldn't you go work there, man?
Look, if you're
Why'd you become
passionate
a priest?
Both
for
good
the
things.
kid fucking, obviously.
Exactly.
If your passion is music, a lot of people will take any job at any level to work in a studio.
Yeah.
I swept floors. You hear that story all the time. If your passion in life is to fuck underage kids,
Yeah, put yourself right in there.
get in there at Disney. I started as a bus driver.
Yeah.
I did. I was riding around the Magic Kingdom
Sure.
all the time.
See, you gotta, but you can't. That's a terrible plan.
Why?
Because they're never without their parents. Go to like a camp or like a daycare or something.
Well, they
If
do
you really
go
wanna-
there.
If you really want to get into the diddling,
They do go there, though.
that's just entry level. You got
Yeah.
to start out as a bus driver at Disney, and then like the real pedo shit. They're like, oh, you okay? All right, I
Oh.
see.
Oh, I gotta go to camp.
Yeah, that's like a dog whistle.
It
for,
used to be the Boy Scouts,
That's a step,
Girl
that's a
Scouts.
stepping stone. Yeah.
Yeah,
I was
sure.
a scoutmaster. I was.
He said, so the sheriff held up this dude's mugshot that we're seeing right here.
Yeah.
Right.
He's like, this guy, this is Zachary Hudson. That's right. He's a bus driver for Disney. He sent nude and lewd pictures of himself he thought was to a 15-year-old girl. He said to her while grooming her that he would like to wrap his arms around her so he can feel her small and tiny body.
Okay.
Ooh, yeah, he's
But-
next level.
So tight that you
She's
stop
so
breathing.
innocent that she can't get these photos, but not innocent enough that she could choose her sex.
That's true.
That's where, it's coming, man.
It's not a bad point. The teen, he
She
told
can
the
pick
teen.
who she wants to fuck. She just can't do it.
Yeah. There you go.
There you go.
He told her to keep it quiet. It needs to be their secret. I could go to jail, but I would risk it for spending
I would-
time with you, even if it means
Well,
going
these
to
morons
I
jail.
love the
fucking
idea.
follow through with this shit.
Well, no. I love the idea. You know what's going on, but your
Yeah.
defense is
You're
like
still risking it.
well, like telling them.
I really
like,
hope you're not a cop.
Hey, just you better keep this quiet because I could get in trouble.
Yeah.
Like dude, that's who you're trusting the 15-year-old. What a
Yeah,
moron!
So
You wouldn't want me to get in trouble, would you?
I love this sheriff, by the way.
Oh,
The
yeah.
sheriff says, so if your bus was running late at Disney, he was busy taking pictures of his dick and balls and talking trash to what he thought was a little girl.
Oh my god, that's awesome.
Yeah.
So they
Florida,
arrested 12 sexual predators.
Florida
including-
sheriffs have been stepping up lately.
Yeah, they're great.
Really have.
They're great.
Taking that fucking state back.
Yeah. So, anyways,
Excellent.
that'll wrap up our Disney segment
All
for
right.
the day.
Yep. And there you go. And now you know why it only got $50 million for Senior Lightyear.
Yeah, perhaps. I'd love to see that because you've always said that. People have always said that. Like, well, hit them where it hurts in the wallet. If you don't like it, don't support it. It's
Yep.
like I'm not going to not watch the NFL, no matter how much dumb shit they do.
Yep.
I'm still going to watch the NFL.
Right.
It's nice to
I'm
see.
not going to go from Coke to Pepsi.
Yeah,
Those
exactly.
things like that.
Yeah.
RC Cola is not cutting it. Sorry.
No. Town Club is not fucking. No, you can put it in the grocery line. I'm not
Yeah.
getting it.
Right.
But a lot of people.
That's what makes them
lot
feel
of people-
invincible because they know that.
Disney was an interesting one though, because Disney's all about the kids, but all about the parents paying for it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The parents are forking over thousands of dollars to go to Disneyland, Disney World, especially Disney World.
Oh, yeah.
And you start fucking with that and, making it even appear like you're grooming or in favor of grooming children. Parents apparently weren't thrilled with it.
Yep.
And so fine, you want to keep spending your dollars producing content for this woke mob that you will never satisfy.
Yeah.
In a billion years.
That is the weird
Take the
thing.
vast majority of people who are just normal, the 80% that were just fine. You make content that appeals to their children and doesn't have an agenda. They will support you to the tune of trillions.
Yep.
You even fuck with that model a little bit, there's no way that franchise should bring in 51 million opening weekend, Father's Day weekend.
No. Oh, God, no.
Hilarious.
Yeah, they had an extra day.
Yeah.
Or no,
Well, not an extra
they,
day,
not
but-
for Father's, but Juneteenth, I guess they did.
No, today.
Yeah.
Was it? Oh no,
Today,
this was a
it's
few weeks ago. Was
observed
this a few
today.
weeks ago, or was it
Yeah.
this weekend?
Juneteenth was yesterday, wasn't it?
Well,
The
technically,
19th?
but today is the observed because this is the first year it's a federal holiday.
Oh, yeah.
So
yeah.
banks,
Soup
no
just
banks,
put that in.
no banks, no mail, no nothing.
That's why the fucking post office was closed today.
Yep.
For Juneteenth? Are you shitting me?
No.
That post office, I couldn't go to my mailbox today
Yep.
See, I'm
because
for
of
that, man.
Juneteenth.
I,
Fine,
that,
but
there,
that's-
there is
Really?
It's a better holiday than the fucking some of the
Then
other
what?
President's Day to me.
President's Day lumps all the presidents.
Okay,
what are you
well,
talking about?
it's a celebration of when we
Celebrate
finally-
all you want. Take the day off work. Why is my fucking post office closed?
I'm just saying,
I
it's
had
as good
shit
as,
I needed out of there
It's as
today.
good as those holidays.
Oh my god,
For sure.
ridiculous.
Could've been a-
It's a great thing to celebrate that ended.
I agree.
It's a-
we could have rolled it in with MLK Day.
Those are two different things to me.
We couldn't have made it in February.
Because this is
just
a
saying. All
yeah,
right.
yeah, I guess.
Add it to the month of fun in February.
Make it. Make it.
It just
February-
pisses me off because I
February
had
29th.
shit to do today. I actually went to the post office. I'm like, what are they on a lunch break? What's going on here?
I would, normally I would be
holiday.
My daughter's birthday, June 19th.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Normally
Tell
I
her
would be
happy
like
birthday anymore.
hilarious.
Just tell her happy Juneteenth.
for real.
Yeah.
That's funny. I'm for it. So whatever.
Good
Of
for
course.
you. You're
I'm-
so woke. You're a
I'm
woke
not-
as a
no
member.
more
I'm not
slaves.
woke.
Yes, you are. You're woke as shit. Are you kidding
Speaking of
me?
that, I would say with the Disney thing, I love the votes went down there, and I saw pictures. Dan was wearing a shirt that says "unwoke."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that.
Brilliant. That's
When
what
he
you gotta
wasn't
do.
wearing Michigan, was it in yellow and blue?
I don't even know how he mannered that.
'Cause
I
he had
didn't know he had
Michigan
other
underwear
shirts.
on. Yes.
Yeah. I saw him too with Michigan hat, Michigan shirt, but I did see that unwoke.
Yeah.
Love it.
Nice.
Love it.
Good touch.
Crime discussion. You two ultra commies and your criminal love drive me crazy when you talk out of both sides of your mouths. Bring back Officer Walters, please. 3-strike law is, it's like a horse and a chicken.
Okay. Great
is-
analogy.
3-strike law is horse shit, horse chicken.
Okay.
It just says horse chicken,
It's got a horse emoji and a chicken emoji. 3-strike law is
horse cock. Or no, chicken's not cock.
Chicken's a cock.
I mean, a
Yeah,
male
that.
chicken
Male
is cock.
chicken.
Okay.
What is a male?
3-strike law is,
Well, yeah, exactly.
dude.
I don't know. A 3-strike rule is.
I'm going to assume he says bad or no, you don't.
I don't know.
Okay,
We have no idea. It's
by
literally
context.
just that's it. Just a horse and a chicken.
Horse and a
emoji.
chicken. Exclamation.
Huh.
How about Law and Order? 1-strike laws are the way to go. So he thinks 3-strike law is bullshit.
It's too many strikes, he says?
Yes. 1-strike laws are the way to go. Sell any amount of illegal
Jesus.
substance, life.
Oh, boy.
Would you like to take a guess here on the author of said email?
Have an illegal gun
Oh, is it your
because
boy?
poor babies live in the hood, life. Park across the sidewalk, ticket payment, or 6 months jail. Thank you and good day. I said good day, sir.
I'd like to know. Wow, man, that guy must. That's
hey.
a rough stance to
Listen,
take.
I'd break too many fucking laws for that.
That's
Yeah,
a
me
lot
too.
of glass stones and glass houses, I bet.
Who's that from?
No one.
No? Nobody?
Jimmy. He gives himself away, doesn't he? It's the tone. James, it's the tone.
Assuming-
I welcome his emails.
Of course.
Here's the
I'm
thing.
not knocking it. I was just assuming.
By his standard, speed 5 over, pay the fine or 6 years in jail. Like
Right.
that thing. I think he's only talking about for some people.
I was going to say,
Not
how's
for
he
himself.
feel about the people in isolation from June 6th? January 6th. I mean.
January 6th. Yeah, he's
I'm in
probably-
Juneteenth mode.
Yeah.
From January 6th.
He wants everyone who
That-
celebrated
life in jail?
Juneteenth in prison
I-
for life would be
I
my
think
guess.
that might be more of the.
I'm going to assume this guy has to be. I know he gives you guys a lot of emails. He has to be playing that up. That cannot be his thought process.
I don't know.
I can't believe that he thinks
Perhaps
that.
he could be
We
a
don't
little
know.
devil's advocate. But
And by the way,
he's been pretty consistent. That's
No, but
all
I mean,
I'm
like
gonna say.
that one specifically to me. Like, dude,
it's
you're
fun
talking-
to read. It's funny.
Oh, I get it.
He rants, whatever.
But you're talking about like, dude, he's talking
Views
about like parking
expressed by
tickets
James the emailer do not affect
and shit. Like, imagine.
Can I circle back to something? You
Yeah.
took
Saki.
issue with Juneteenth,
Yeah.
right? And
No,
blah,
he
blah,
loves
blah.
it.
I'm for
he
it.
loves it.
Yeah.
I know, and I took issue with it mostly because it pissed me off.
Your own
today.
personal inconvenience.
Personal
Yeah,
inconvenience.
yeah.
Yeah, I was like, "Fuck you."
Yeah.
I get, that's
Juneteenth.
understandable, especially with this.
You made Juneteenth a federal holiday.
Yeah.
Before Kwanzaa. Like,
I'm not-
that's their celebration of Christmas,
I don't really,
Kwanzaa should be a
was very-
federal holiday
here's
before
the one.
Juneteenth.
I don't actually know what Kwanzaa is. I don't know the situation. I'm just saying. So I didn't say one was better or worse
It's
than the other.
Christmas. It's their
Well,
celebration. It's like
I
No,
think
I think that's like an African type thing. Not I don't mean like African American. I think Kwanzaa is like an African
Same.
No, because there's lots of African Americans that just celebrate Christmas.
yeah.
I don't know. It's
not like
and I'm not
they're-
even.
they're
And I didn't
left
come in.
out.
And by the way, under that assumption, it was me saying, "Oh yeah, Kwanzaa's not something." I don't know, but I'm.
Fuck Kwanzaa.
I would say that I don't know about that, but I do know that I'm okay with Juneteenth being a federal holiday. It's fine with me.
Okay.
I think it's a good thing to celebrate.
What is it?
Can we take
celebrate?
the whole week
Doesn't
off?
it doesn't celebrate. It celebrates something with the end of slavery, like in Texas.
it was like
we-
when they
were
yeah,
holding
when
out
they-
still or
yeah,
something.
they
and
went
then-
I
in
don't
to
think it
say
was
that-
technically Juneteenth. But
Well,
Well, okay.
they're
then
not, they weren't the
but
greatest.
hey, guess what? Jesus wasn't born on the 25th.
Yeah.
So
Whoa.
true.
I mean,
Yeah.
whatever. It's all.
It's not the end of slavery like a lot of people think, though. It's,
No,
like, it's
it
something to
was-
do with the 13th, 14th, 15th
And there's
Amendment.
something
and
about
blah,
that
blah, blah.
they went in
I don't know
to,
shit
to
about it,
mandate
so.
that, and I believe the wording on it is, I actually could look it up, but it's too late to show. But there's something like that some enslaved people would be free. I don't think it's like all, like it was the very end of it.
I think it was
Like, they
all, but
went-
wasn't it something
like
like,
some- there was like some
they didn't tell
exemptions.
everyone. They didn't have the email.
Something.
They didn't have fucking phone lines.
No, yeah.
So they might have had, well, no, phone lines wouldn't have been there. They didn't have the internet. So it was like word didn't trickle down to everybody.
Yeah, how you gonna
And so
know?
it was like, it finally got word to the last guy.
Yeah,
like,
can you imagine
dude,
some
put the
guy
rake
just
down.
going, "Hey man, you gotta let the slaves go." Fuck out of here!
outta
Like,
here.
no, they said that. That's what you gotta do. Like,
okay.
go-
So
okay,
this is a
all
very
right. When the
basic.
cops show up at my door and tell me,
Yeah.
then I'll let them go.
So I'm not gonna obviously I'm not gonna do a bunch of research, but just just easily going
stay in
into
history,
Google.
Jesus.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right. I thought anyway, it just says here a holiday celebrated on June 19th to commemorate the
You got this.
and emancipation of enslaved people in the U.S. The holiday was first celebrated in Texas, where on that date in 1865, in the aftermath of the Civil War, slaves were declared free under the terms of 1862. So it's just celebrating. Texas started celebrating at some point. This is a date that we started.
Do you think Texas was celebrating the freedom
No.
of slaves in
No,
1862?
they were like, "Fucking fine, fine."
I mean, maybe
Well,
some
that's what-
people were. But
But based on this
Fine.
definition, I'm okay
Yes.
with that. Is my
No,
point.
yeah,
That's fine.
I
You're-
think
you're
it's
a better
fine.
person
Yes,
than most
I'm glad that we don't still have slaves in this country,
I am very glad,
Yeah.
even though we do still have.
and I'm pretty sure that I think I'm slave free in my heritage.
Me too.
Yeah.
Me too. Yeah.
I came from
Europe.
England and
Yep.
Canada.
Yeah, I will also say
German
unless-
and
Oh well,
Wow.
you got your own
Wow,
cross to bear there,
yeah.
sir.
Oh yeah. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. But as far as slaves go, clean.
My mom and dad's both family. My mom's came over from Finland.
slaves?
My dad, no, they came over to this country in the 1900s at some
Yeah.
point. So we did not. As far as I
Leave
know,
you
none
out of it, too.
we're
All
out.
right. No reparations
All right,
from you.
yay! Look at us,
Yep.
fucking cracker ass crackers up.
Right.
Here.
We need to do a fucking 23andMe thing and find out we've been.
Oh my God.
My great grandfather was a Nazi fucking war general.
I got to find out
You
which
know?
half of mine is me is black.
Yeah, there's definitely.
Is it? It's not the lower
blackest
half.
guy I know.
Thanks for noticing.
All right, let's get out of here. All right, everybody. Thank you for hanging with us today. Continue to send your emails. We love reading them. Walters@DetroitCast.com. And we'll be back tomorrow. We'll see you then.